Northeast Texas Sports Network is dedicated on delivering the most entertaining sports broadcasts in East Texas. And if you're interested in having your next sporting event streamed live, visit us online at netsn.live.
All right, welcome this evening to the game. Wildcat football on NETSN. For those of you that are here right now, we are on and we are live. I'm here right now with Chris Brody and Brett Swinney. This is Josh Jarrett, and we're about to get some things kicked off here tonight. That's right, it is the 2025 football season for Whitehouse Wildcats and Woodrow Wilson Wildcats. That's right, two Wildcats tonight. Chris, how are you doing, buddy?
Man, I'm doing wonderful, man. It's so great to be here. Cool evening, got a nice breeze, beautiful looking to the left view of the city of Dallas, and it's a great night for football.
That's right. We got a little wind blowing tonight, so if you hear a little wind in the background, that's okay. We'll take care of that shortly. Well, let's talk about tonight's matchup, Chris, and let's talk, before we get into tonight's matchup, let's talk a little bit about the Whitehouse Wildcats 2025. Pretty excited this year, coming back. We've got some new people on the coaching staff, Chris. Tell us a little bit about that.
That's true. Offensive coordinator Jake Smith is in Whitehouse for his first year. He's a local guy from Lindale High School. Played on the offensive line and then went to Hardin-Simmons University. You might know a little bit about that school.
Oh, Hardin-Simmons Fighting Cowboys.
There you go. Played some college football there. Moved around a little bit, and he's back here in East Texas working with the staff. And then on the defensive side, we've got first-year defensive coordinator Michael Wade from Arp, Texas.
The big city of Arp, huh?
And then Michael
Wade, I think I remember him playing football. I think I've seen him play.
You probably did. He was born and raised in Arp.
Yeah.
He was the pride of Arp, from what we understand.
Maybe until Overshown. Maybe now the pride of Arp. I don't know. You know?
Overshown?
Yeah.
I mean, if you say Damarian Overshown and you say Michael Wade, I mean, everybody knows one of them, not the other,
I'm sure.
not Overshown.
I know Michael Wade.
Has Jerry Jones traded Overshown yet, by the way?
Hey, stop it, guys.
Okay.
Stop it, y'all. Y'all are
Just asking a
being
question.
it's sensitive this week now. Sensitive.
Too soon.
All right. Well, yeah, so we've got some new coordinators here in Whitehouse. Pretty excited about that. On the other side, Woodrow Wilson Wildcats have a new head coach this year, and that is Keelan Kincaid. Now, Keelan Kincaid, for those of you that say, where have I heard that name before? He played for SMU, and he also played for the Dallas Cowboys back in the 2000s is what we call it now. And he has spent the last 10 years at Winona. And
that's why I did recognize that. I wondered if it was the one that came from Winona. I remember that he had some success over there. So,
yeah, he did, and now he's in the big town of Dallas and leading the Woodrow Wildcats. His offensive coordinator, Guy Humes, and his defensive coordinator, Adrian Haywood, they're ready to go tonight. So, now last year in this matchup, it was a little one-sided. Whitehouse kind of led the charge. Chris, were there some guys that kind of stood out among the rest last year in that game?
Well, last year, Woodrow Wilson had a very senior-heavy team, and so the amount of there's the Wildcats.
Here come the Wildcats. There we go.
Oh, man, this gets me fired up.
Oh, let's go.
This.
Here they come. All right, well.
You guys got that first game excitement. I can
look at those
tell
black
tonight.
jerseys. They got black on black going, Chris.
That is nice. I like the jerseys.
They look good.
I like those. I like those black. Those are the new Mahomes specials.
They are. Yeah, Mahomes is part owner now of Whitehouse High School. So he might be the full.
Hey, maybe he might be watching. Patrick, if you're watching, give us a shout out in the chat. We'd love to.
He probably is watching.
Should be.
Yeah.
Should be. Weird.
All right. Okay, so as we're getting ready, Chris, so tell us more about some of the guys that shone last year in this game.
So a year ago, this was a one-sided affair. The Whitehouse Wildcats ripping out to a quick lead and taking it home 48-7. Woodrow Wilson was very senior-heavy, so they've only got a couple of guys out here tonight that factored into what happened last year. But most notably, their senior wide receiver, Luke Walsh, went for 10 catches and 124 yards last year. He's a tall kid, 6'3", rangy, and we expect that he's probably going to be the focus of the offense this year.
Luke?
Ethan Ramirez is going to run the ball a bit. He did. He had 5 touches for about 20 yards last year, and he'll be out there playing for Woodrow tonight. On the Whitehouse side, our boy quarterback JoJo Adams last year was playing running back. He had 5 touches, 77 yards, and 2 touchdowns in this game. He had a big one.
That's a sophomore.
So he's now the quarterback.
He is now the quarterback.
So you know what you call those guys? Those are what you call Swiss Army knives.
That's right.
They can play anywhere. You just put them in the field, give them the ball.
And I've heard he's a heck of a baseball player too.
Man.
Yep.
That's right. All right, so captain's coming out now. I don't know if you can see, but we do have number 6, JoJo Adams out there. Number 26, Marcus Franklin, the beast on the defensive tackle line. Number 51, Falu Njai. I hope I said that name right. And number 25, Taylor Ray, also on the defensive line. Woodrow Wilson, their captains tonight are number 33. That's Kenny Shoulders. Number 63, let's see. There he is, Tyler Amaya. Number 0, Luke Pettigo. And there's that number 1 we were talking about, Luke Walsh, their big, tall receiver. Chris, if I'm not mistaken, has he had some offers to some colleges?
Yeah, in the Dave Campbell magazine, it says that he's already entertaining several offers. Don't know where they're at, but we'll see tonight what the promises hold. Now, when the Woodrow Wilson Wildcats took the field, there was a big old flag that they ran in that said Heisman High, and we were asking about that because we saw them practicing the run-in. And we learned that there's a couple of guys who've won the Heisman Trophy from this school.
That went to Woodrow Wilson High School.
That's right.
Anybody want to guess? Hey, let's have him put it in the chat.
There you go. That's a good idea, Josh.
Without looking it up.
Don't you look it up on the Googles. We didn't look at the Googles.
Don't ask Mr. G either. Mr. G will give you the answer.
Right.
We don't want to.
Oh, yeah,
but yeah, the chat's a great segue, Josh. If you're out there and you'd like to chat with us, let us know who you're watching and where you're watching from, and which team you're watching. We may have some Woodrow Wilson fans out there. We did share the link with them, so just let us know.
That's true. Yeah, Wilson, they might they probably know when they got the flags all the time. So tell you what, while we're doing that, we're going to go to a quick commercial break, and then we'll be back to get things kicked off.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
All right, we are back. We had one person guess. That was a great guess, Johnny Football. He is the greatest Heisman to ever win the Heisman. I do agree with that, but no, it's not Johnny Football.
No, I disagree. That Vince Young guy was pretty good.
Oh, he was all right. I mean, he had one good game, one good Rose Bowl game, and the rest of it was just whatever. But, okay, as the flags are kind of coming out to the center of the field, and we're going to honor America here in just a few minutes, but really excited about this. Those of y'all that don't remember last year, Whitehouse went. Their final record was a 5-5 record. They did go to the playoffs.
Yeah, they won with the last 3 in a row to get in, I believe.
Yeah, did they win 3 in a row?
I think because they were kind of out of the race there until the end. They beat Marshall to get in that last week of the season.
Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll be back in just a moment.
Enjoy the Woodrow Wilson marching band to honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
All right, it is time for a little Friday night football. Brett and Chris, I've been waiting a long time.
I've been waiting a long time. Since last night.
Oh, that's a good point. You did a game last night.
Yeah, we were in Palestine. Jeremy Diamond and I were in Palestine. Hey, speaking of that, there are 4 other games on NETSN tonight as well, so there's a lot of action. So, hey, if you got 4 TVs, you can pop 4 games up.
That's right. Pop them all up, and you'll be in football hog heaven. Now, for those of y'all that don't know, this year's Wildcat football on NETSN. We will bring all the games to you. We'll be bringing you the links each week, whether it's home or away. We will be there, and we will be covering them, and we're super excited. Now, Brett is the owner of NETSN, and he's got how many games y'all doing this year? 90 maybe?
92 regular season games plus playoff. We'll be on the NFHS network for lots of playoff action. So
yes, sir.
I'm excited. And Josh, remind everyone at home, how much does it cost to watch this game?
Oh yeah, it's It's free.
I thought nothing was free. Chris, I thought nothing was free.
At no cost to you.
At
There you
no
go.
cost.
We will
to
take care of the
viewer.
cost on our end, and
That's
no
right.
cost to
We
you.
do have some great sponsors, though, that are taking
Yes,
care of the cost for
absolutely.
you guys tonight.
That's right. That's right. We do have some great sponsors. Jamie Whitley at the Schilling Group is one of our gold sponsors, and also Rockmore Hardware, which they're our touchdown sponsor. Jamie Whitley is our Whitley halftime show sponsor, so we're excited about that. All right, here we go. It's time for some ball back deep. Zion Alexander to receive the kick for the Wildcats. Also back deep is his buddy Zamaje Mosley. And I can't see the other one, but I think it's Christian Longback. So here we go. It's time for Wildcat football. There's the kick deep. That's going to be down to Christian Long. He takes the 20 over the 25, finds a little bit of an area to run through, down to the 33-yard line. That'll bring up first down for the Wildcats. Whitehouse Wildcats.
It's a great job of not overcomplicating the return. Just catch that ball, secure it, move forward, pick up some yards.
Yes, sir.
Great start.
Yeah, and we're going to be a little confused because we have Wildcats on both sides tonight. So we're going to do a little bit more Whitehouse. And then Wilson is commonly referred to as Woodrow. So if you hear us say Woodrow, we're talking about Woodrow Wilson. So the Woodrows and the Wildcats and the Whitehouse Wildcats. And, yep, you'll be with us. All right, so as you know, coming out on offense, JoJo Adams is a junior quarterback leading the Wildcats into action, his first full year to start at quarterback. There are two, Whitehouse has two running backs, Zion Alexander and Zamaje Mosley, who will kind of alternate in and out also. So very exciting. Also, also John Grimes will come in. Go first down. They give to Zion. Zion gets around the edge. He's got a big gap. Over the 44, runs over a defender all the way out to the 46-yard line. What a run by Zion Alexander, and they're going in hurry-up mode.
Great job sealing the edge of the line of scrimmage to be able to turn it up there.
All right, so here we go. 1st and 10 for Whitehouse. Snap is back to JoJo. A quick pass out there. Good catch. He's going down across the 45. Big hit. But a great catch by Ace Olivares. Quick pass out to him. It looks like that's going to be short by 1 yard. It'll bring up 2nd down and 1.
Jaden Gardner out there with that beautiful block right at the edge, right at the catch point.
Attaboy, Jaden. A way to do the extra. So here we go. 3rd and short. Alexander the back. JoJo giving some instructions. The snap is back. The fake this time. JoJo's going to keep it himself. He's got some room. Down to the 35, to the 30, over the 25. He makes a great move. Touchdown! And that is your first Rockmore Hardware Wildcat touchdown of the season.
That was a beautiful thing. So Woodrow there, they brought the house. They were coming and playing man defense behind, which means if you can sneak past the defensive lineman, you got a lot of green grass, and he took complete advantage of that beautiful run. Beautiful run.
Wow. That was a lot of speed right there.
Yeah, it was.
So Whitehouse lined up in the swinging gate. See what happens. Come on, and they're going to just kick the extra point, it looks like. Field goal kicker, extra point kicker Joshua Tornes coming out to kick. JoJo Adams getting his breath back will be the holder. Snap is down. Tornes kicks it. It's up, and it is good.
There we go.
So that will put Whitehouse up 7-0. We will be back shortly.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
Okay, we are back, and here we are at Franklin Stadium in Dallas, Texas. Big shout out to Jamie Whitley with Schilling Real Estate as one of our gold members, and also Rockmore Hardware as a gold sponsor for us. We appreciate them, and every touchdown this year will be sponsored, and we'll give a shout out to Rockmore Hardware. There's the kickoff, caught by number 2.
Helmet
Good missed
flying.
tackle.
I'll see that kid's helmet come off. He got lit.
All right, the return was by number 2, Will Holbrook.
Chris, did you see that?
I didn't see it. I missed it.
I was watching the return.
I didn't. I just all of a sudden I saw like a bowling ball look like going down the middle of the field. And I looked over and the kid's chasing his helmet.
Oh wow! Yeah, you got to get your helmet. You can't leave a helmet on the ground.
Ashton Park there with the kickoff. Hit it a little high. Probably wanted to get a little more distance on that. Gave him a chance to get under it quickly and pick up, I guess, about 15 yards or so on the return. We got Laundry.
I don't know. Oh, offsides.
Offsides on
So
Whitehouse.
it looks like they're probably just going to
Add 5 yards.
They're going to tack it onto the end of the run, it looks like. So instead of being at 28, that'll put a 32 and the 33.
There we
go. All right. So now we get to see Woodrow Wilson come out. Their quarterback, number 13, Reed Kirkland, back in formation.
A little excited.
I don't know
Yeah.
what to call
Little
it.
excited.
Clap their hands, and
They're clapping like
they're calling offsides. Did they make contact?
must have made contact because
They must have, yeah. I'm telling you guys right now, my senior year in high school, the very first play of the game, called for the snap. It came back, and it didn't come back. I moved early. Anyways, I jumped offsides. Got a little excited. All right, here we go. Oh, boy, there.
Another one.
Another offsides. This one. Okay, well.
Well, I will say, guys, that doing the game last night, Palestine Nacogdoches, there was a lot of offsides and false starts. It is week 1,
Yeah.
and so still working through some kinks, and this is the first real live action. So not
Yes, sir.
surprising that we've had a couple of those.
And from the scrimmage last week, the defense, they were itching to go. You could tell they are excited to play. They're a little younger, a couple of juniors there that jumped off sides to start, and they're excited to play. They just need to take a deep breath.
Tone it back a little
Take a
bit.
deep breath.
Hey, you'd rather them be excited and into the game, than the other, right? You would have.
Absolutely. All right, so here we go. Ethan Ramirez. I'm sorry. I hope I'm saying that right. Ramirez. Oh, the pass out to Ethan that time. He cannot hang on to it. Incomplete. That'll bring up second down and 10. I do believe it's Ramirez. Hope I'm saying that right.
Got a couple of chats, guys. We got Ryder over here said, "Let's go Whitehouse Wildcats."
There we go, Ryder.
We got Wildcat 65 Lopez. That a boy JoJo.
JoJo.
Jeff Brown says, "What a good drive, Whitehouse." And David Birch says, "Good job, Wildcats."
There you go.
Okay.
So
any more guesses on who the Heisman?
we didn't get any more guesses yet.
Got a little trivia going on. You can't Google it. You can't ask ChatGPT. But who are the 2 Heisman Trophy winners that went to Woodrow Wilson? All right, second down and 10. The handoff, fake handoff. Oh, the pass is up. His arm gets hit. That's going to be intercepted by the
Wow.
Wildcats. A big collision.
I think the only question was, Josh, who was going to get the interception?
Yeah, that was. It looked like, Chris, who was there?
Well, off the edge there, 0, Cadavian Pickens. Pick did a great job of getting his hand on the ball, hitting the quarterback's arm. And I did not see who came out
That
of
was
there
Pick.
with it.
I believe it was Timothy Ivers. It was him and number 18. Sorry, we're still trying to learn. Malachi Allen that were there. That might not have been an interception. That might have been a fumble. I know the ball went forward, but
Well, it is a turnover, and
either
Whitehouse
way,
is going
it's
to take
turnover,
it.
yeah.
I mean,
all right, so here we are back on offense. Whitehouse Wildcats coming out. JoJo in the backfield. Motion that time by number 7. Going around the corner. He tried to get around the corner. That was Jaden Gardner. Getting tackled for a loss of about 2 yards. Trying to take it outside that time, Chris.
Yeah, Woodrow beat Whitehouse to the corner, to the edge. Was able to get the tackle for loss on that one.
All right, so 2nd down and 12. We got a little bit of a hole here. Zion Alexander in the backfield with JoJo. There's the snap, a quick pass out that time. Once again to Ace Oliveras. Okay, good catch. Gains back about 6 or 7 yards.
I like the tempo. Whitehouse is hurrying up, getting back to the ball,
Yeah,
and moving up and down the field here quickly.
And great timing to go with the tempo on that one.
That's
Great
right.
throw right into the break. Picked up positive yards. Went down going forward, which you always want to see.
So 3rd down and 6. Big first 3rd down of the game. Looks like JoJo's taking it outside. No room over there, but he jumps ahead for about 3, maybe 4 yards. He's going to bring up 4th and short. No doubt they'll probably go for it here,
Yeah.
Chris.
Yeah, he had a lead blocker there. He decided to try to make his own way outside, and not too many blockers out there to help him out. Good flow to the boundary by Woodrow.
All right, 4th down. The give is fake to Zion. The pass out. It's a little bit of a screen to Carter Willingham.
Ooh.
That's going to be incomplete.
He had him. Just
Yeah.
a little bit too much mustard on that
A
ball.
little too much mustard.
Yep, set up beautifully with the blocker in front. He would have gone.
Yeah.
Still been running.
I have a guess here.
Okay.
We have Kaylee Moore says, wasn't one Tom Brown or Tim Brown?
Oh,
They say the
Kaylee,
two-
Tom Brown or Tim Brown?
We'll go with Tim.
We got a winner, Tim
Oh,
Brown. He did
okay.
the Heisman pose in the end zone for Notre Dame. Isn't that right?
Okay,
Was
so
that-
we still have one more though.
we got one more. This one's hard. None of you were alive. We'll put it that way. Well, maybe
Davey O'Brien.
Davey
Is it good?
O'Brien. There we go.
We got a
Is that-
Wildcat 65 Lopez.
Okay. Is that someone from Woodrow Wilson, Wildcat 65 Lopez?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
All right. Well, after turnover on downs, first down play to give to looked like Ramirez.
Oh, now they're starting to come in with it.
Okay. That's too late now.
Yep, they already lost.
Yeah. We already have an answer. Well, thank y'all. That's good
Yeah.
stuff. That's good stuff. Tim Brown and Davey O'Brien. Tim Brown is not just any regular Heisman. He was back in 1987 when I was a boy. He was one of my heroes until he went to the Los Angeles Raiders.
Yep.
All right, 2nd down and 8. There's the snap, little sweep motion. He looks to pass. He runs the big pass out to Luke Walsh. Overthrew him. Chris, it's not easy to overthrow Luke Walsh.
That's true.
Tell us about his size.
Yeah, he's 6'3", legitimate, good size, pretty good speed, according to Dave Campbell magazine. We'll see if he's going to test Jamarian out there. That's going to be a heck of a matchup to watch if they're going to be lined up against each other tonight. It was good coverage on that play. Cadavian Pick was on his backside again, an extra second holding on to that ball, and it had been knocked out again.
Yes, sir. Well, Kirkland stood in there and threw it. He's getting pressured. 3rd down and 8. In the pop motion. The fake to Ramirez. He tries to get outside. He does. Pressured, and he slides for a loss of about 2 yards.
That'll go down as a sack.
That will. Well, they gave him out to the 35. So that's going to bring up 4th down and 9, and Woodrow Wilson's going to punt the ball away. Well, so we had it's been an exciting game so far. Whitehouse came out on their first drive, and in about 5 plays.
3 plays.
It was 3 plays. Okay.
3 plays. About 70 yards on the touchdown.
JoJo took it, yep. And then they came out and turnover on downs. Of course, that was after an interception that Whitehouse had. Okay, back to punt. Punt is down the field. Zion back to take it.
Oh, nice roll.
He lets it go, and they get a really good roll.
Yeah.
Looks like my drive there.
That's
26 yards. 26 yards on the bounce, boy. That's
okay.
You definitely want to step up and catch that ball.
That was a 56-yard punt.
Yeah.
So, all right, well, let's go to a commercial real quick. We'll be right back.
The Friday night lights are shining, and we are teaching driving. CDL Training Academy is your resource to a better career. Come and get trained and get tested right here in Henderson, Texas. CDL Training Academy. Visit our Henderson, Texas office or online at cdllearn.com.
All right, we're back. We got 1st and 10. Wildcats, Whitehouse deep in their own end zone. They give out to, can't see who that is, but hit by a slew. by a slew of Woodrow Wilson Wildcats.
Some eye candy there by the Whitehouse Wildcats, and Woodrow was having none of it. They played assignment football, stayed in their gaps, and let the ball come to them.
Now that was Zamaje Mosley, who's in now. That was his first carry of the year. So here we go now, 2nd down and 10. Christian Long in the slot to the left. Looks like they're going to talk about it here, and they call a timeout. So give us another minute. We will be right back. All right, we are back. So Whitehouse Wildcats opening up their season against the Woodrow Wilson Wildcats. And big quick score on the first drive by Whitehouse. JoJo with an amazing run down the field.
Yeah, picked up where he left off last year. Remember last year he was playing running back for this game, 5 touches, 77 yards, 2 touchdowns. Let's see if he can add to that tonight.
All right. So once again, Zamaje back with JoJo in the backfield. Ball snapped back. He looks to pass. A quick pass out that time. Jackson Gary takes it for a first down. There we go.
There we go. There's that tight end action you like to see up the field, giving him a clean, big option in the middle of the field.
There's the snap. He gives to Zamaje this time. Takes it around the side. He's got a little bit of room. Oh, he breaks a tackle. Oh, he breaks another tackle with a stiff arm going around. He's still up out over the 35-yard line. Boy, he wasn't going to go down, Chris.
He, back in the day when I used to play NCAA football with my son, used to do that jump cut, that side jump cut. He did a beautiful job right there.
Man, someone had his ankle, but he didn't go down.
So the only reason he went down, guys, it looked like a wrestling movie. It looked like DDT that they had him. One guy had him in the headlock and took him down.
Yes, sir. All right, there's the snap back. Oh, the fake. He's got some room to run if he wants to, but he's going deep.
Ace.
He's got Ace. Oh, he bobbles it, but he catches the ball all the way down inside the 20-yard line. He had him wide open down out of bounds at about the 16-yard line. That
Nice.
was Ace Olivares.
Beautiful 40-plus yard completion there. Snuck him out. He could have run if he wanted to. He could have dumped it off to the tight end.
I thought he was
had
going
options.
to. I was like, why are you not? And then I looked down the field where he was throwing it, and he was wide open.
Yep, Zamaje Mosley taking the ball. He's got a big hole and gets through, gets taken down. That's going to be another first down. Speaking of first downs, we're looking for sponsors. If you want to sponsor NETSN, gold sponsor will get you the first down name. So reach out to sales@netsn.live.
Not too late.
It's not too late. We can get you in. In fact, Brett probably give you a discount because you done missed the first game. All right, here we go. We've got, oh, I'm sorry, it wasn't a first down. It's 2nd down and 3. Oh, trying to get him to jump. There we go. They're going to change the play.
Good discipline there. Good discipline.
All right, so we've got snap is back. The give to Jaden. He's got it. Oh, I'm sorry, not Jaden. That's a Zamaje. Did I say that right? Zamaje all the way down inside the 3-yard line. They're going to snap it quick. 1st and goal, but they're not going to waste any time. They get lined up. There's the snap to give to Zamaje. Touchdown. That's another Rockmore Hardware Wildcat touchdown.
And, you know, the right side of that offensive line needs to really be praised on that drive. They did a heck of a job out there. Number 55, Caleb Toombs. Number 57, Wyatt Stillwell, doing a heck of a job just smashing down the edge and opening the way for the running back to be able to, every play, picking up positive yards and all the way to the end zone. Excellent job.
Zamaje is slippery, too. He kind of turns his body a little bit, and then
got some wiggle out there. It's great.
That's right. So Joshua Torno.
Oh,
no. All right. Well, that was no bueno, but that was a Rockmore Hardware touchdown, so we will be back in just one moment. right, we're back here once again at Franklin Stadium. We've got the Whitehouse Wildcats taking on Woodrow Wilson Wildcats. Score is 13-0. Chris, what happened on that extra point attempt?
I think we fumbled the snap there, and great job by JoJo to get on the ball. And unfortunately, took a hit while he was down on the ground. No laundry. Hopefully we don't have to see that again.
Yeah, no doubt. Had a little first game blues right there putting the ball on the ground, but I'm sure coaches will help them get that cleaned up in a hurry. Ashton Park with the kickoff here. Boom. Nice kick. Out about the 12-yard line, going around the side, well covered. Wow, that was a great return right there that time by Ryan Newman.
Yeah, he was slippery there around the edge.
He wasn't going down easy, so got some kids working hard. So, all right, that'll bring out Woodrow Wilson's offense again. Hasn't had a whole lot of success so far this game, but I'm sure they're going to try to get something going here.
If you're watching from home and you're seeing number 0 for Whitehouse out there, that's Kadavian Pickens, and he is a lot to deal with. He is. Every time they run any kind of action his way where it looks like the play might come his direction, he looks like he wants it. He wants all the smoke. And they've been going away from him.
Yeah. They call him Pick. Oh, the pass to the outside that time to Luke Pettigo. The tight end is a little bit tall. So Kirkland
Jamarian's there, and Pick is underneath it, and they're making it a difficult throw. It's an excellent job by the defense. They're having some fun out there tonight.
Yeah, they are. They are having fun, and I'm having fun too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is a good time. It's a beautiful night for football. In an August game, it's like 78 degrees out there. So good stuff. Second down snap is back. He's looking to throw. Oh, he avoids a sack. There's the pack out to, that's out to Luke Walsh. Just a bit tall. Walsh was trying to get up about 8 feet to get it, but couldn't quite do it.
Thurman again. Broken play. Walsh moved to the outside and then tried to break it up the field. Jamarian back on top of him again to make it a contested catch that he didn't come down with.
Jamarian Thurman seeing a lot of action here tonight.
I think he took that stat line from last year, that 10 catches for 124 personal.
Yeah, yep. All right, so third down now. There's the pass, little bubble pass to the outside, a good block. Trying to break off. They're going to get him out of bounds about 4 yards short, maybe 3 yards short of the first down.
Yep. On the very outside, number 12, Devin Williams was able to break off and push him out of bounds and keep this to about 4th and 4, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to go ahead and punt.
Probably a good idea.
Number 12, Ernesto Bernard is back deep. Whitehouse has Zion Alexander back deep to receive the punt, should they actually punt it, Chris. But you never know. Could be a fake. Could be a trap.
That's some motion.
15 runs on. Yeah, there's going to be a flag on that. Ball partially blocked and a flag, so we might have penalties going both ways. It might be a. So number 15 for Woodrow Wilson came in late.
Yeah, I did. Motioned all the way across the field. Ended up in the same area where the punter was kicking the ball at the same time that Malachi Allen was there trying to make a play, get a hand on the ball.
I think they're talking about whether the ball got – I think it got tipped, so it's okay to hit him after that. Let's see what they say. Illegal formation. That was the late.
Running into the
kicker. It's going to be offsetting, and they will re-kick it.
All right.
So that's a little bit of the first game blues there for Woodrow Wilson
and for Whitehouse.
It's a little bit for both of them.
Yeah.
Sometimes when it's the first or second time of the season you punt, you're not always sure who's supposed to be out there or not. So looks like we're good. So
let's see if Malachi's coming hard after this one again.
Well, let's see. Don't come quite as hard or come harder, right?
He was kind of in no man's land there, like too far away to lay out, too close to pull up.
If you get a hand on the ball, you can do whatever you want to the punter pretty much.
Right.
and I thought that he got a piece of the ball, but okay. Well, it looks like we have a timeout. Tell you what, you guys hang in there. We'll be back in just a moment. All right, we are back here at Franklin Stadium in the middle of beautiful downtown Dallas.
So we've got a minute here before the play gets going again. I just want to say thank you to the Dallas ISD representatives here at Franklin Field. Very hospitable, very easy and kind to work with. We got here a little bit early, and everything was beautiful setting up. No issues.
And we got sandwiches.
And sandwiches, absolutely. Can't complain.
They were good. They were good. All right, here we go. We're going to try this again.
4th and 4 again.
Once again, Zion Alexander back deep. Ernesto Bernard takes it. Good, gets a clean kickoff way over Zion's head. And once again, the bounce all the way down inside the 15-yard line out of the 14 this time. So
great punt.
It was.
Yeah, I tell you what, when Ernesto gets a good kick and he gets it off clean, he's got a pretty strong leg. So.
Well, and we've got you mentioned the food. I mean, it wasn't just any; it was Jason's Deli, which is a high quality sandwich. I mean,
not a sponsor, could be.
Yeah, sure. Jason's Deli. Yeah, we're always looking for something.
Yeah, there was tomatoes on it, but the tomatoes just slid right off, so it was perfect. Forget about it.
Tomatoes. That's what makes a sandwich good, Josh.
Tomatoes. No, that's not. That's what ruins a sandwich, Brett. All right, here we go. Whitehouse with the ball, 1st and 10. There's the snap back. JoJo takes it. He's looking for the screen this time. He's got Diar. Oh, breaks the tackle. He broke the tackle. He looks like he's going to go the whole way. He's got a couple guys to beat. And
be careful of that.
Wow.
I was worried about his leg there a little bit because he kind of got caught up.
I did too. 63 yards on the play, though.
That leg kind of twisted a little.
That, my friends, was Mohamed Diarra, and he's the wide receiver for Whitehouse Wildcats.
That is exactly the kind of play you want to put on film in your senior year, because you want everyone to see you've got power and speed and can break out of tackles that way. That was beautiful.
Yes, sir. Snap back this time. He's going deep to Diarra again. One-on-one coverage. He gets his hands up and makes the catch. Wow, that's a Rockmore Hardware Wildcat touchdown. Whew. How about that, Chris?
He rewarded him for the effort to play before.
He eye-pointed it. That was perfect. Perfect throw.
That was a man going up to get that ball.
Oh, we got a replay on the board. You can see him.
We sure do.
Mossed. That's a Moss
goodness.
He got mossed.
That defensive back did everything he could do.
Yeah. That was beautiful.
Sometimes you're just overmatched.
Yep.
Yeah,
and that's what it was there.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was Mohamed Diarra with 2 catches for 86 yards on that drive. And JoJo delivering those passes. Great pass by JoJo. Just put it right up there for him to go and get.
Yeah, JoJo throwing the ball beautifully.
You like as a quarterback to have that too. Like you've got that guy where you can just throw it up to him, and you know that 50-50 ball, they're going to get it.
That's right.
It makes your job a lot easier.
I think Coach Smith saw that and said, you know what, we might have the matchup we want right there. So, all right, here we go. Extra point attempt by Joshua Tornes. The snap is back. Good this time. It's low. Not sure what happened there, but Wildcats do score. And, ladies and gentlemen, after that Rockmore Hardware touchdown, let's go see them for a minute. We'll be right back. All right, we are back. Thank you again to our sponsors, Rockmore Hardware, our gold sponsor for Wildcat football on NETSN. And then also we've got Whitley, the Jamie Whitley with the Schilling Group.
Want to shout out to the Whitehouse school community, family, parents that are on the other side of the field in the stands. That's a large group of Whitehouse supporters over there. And it's great to see you. Waving to you now.
Hello.
Good job.
I
Drive
can't
home
see it.
safely after you enjoy this big win.
Oh, that's right. All right, here's the kickoff. Kick is deep. Great backspin on the ball. Caught it about the 11-yard line. Taken out almost. Oh, goodness. Gets hit hard. Great play by number 24. I didn't catch who that was. Jacaden Robbins on the tackle there. Great special teams play.
And it's 22, John Grimes, literally blowing up his blocker backwards into the runner, into the returner, which enabled that tackle to happen quickly.
So, guys, I've got the reason we do this. Great chat here. We've got Connie Bryan watching from Virginia, senior grandson on the offensive line.
Awesome.
Who is it? Who's
Connie,
the grandson?
I don't know. We didn't
Come on,
get the
Connie.
name.
Yeah.
Let us know, Connie.
You can name names. It's okay.
So,
yeah.
well, thanks for watching, Miss Bryan. We appreciate you.
Okay. That's right. Throw a comment in there. Remember, if you want to subscribe to NETSN, just click subscribe. These games are coming to you all year long, Wildcat football on NETSN, and they will be for free. Oh, sorry, at no cost to you.
You're going to get corrected over there.
I am.
Thanks to our sponsors.
All right, 1st and 10. They give to Ramirez this time. Ooh, he has a little bit of a hole that gets shut down quickly. Gain
Yes,
of
it
about
did.
5.
Malachi Allen from the defensive backfield coming up, finally get a chance to hit somebody, and he puts a little stamp of approval on it there.
Okay.
Having some fun.
Good boy, Malachi. A little stamp of approval.
Yeah.
Stamp of disapproval of this run and approval of this play being over. So Ramirez I feel like he found a little hole there to get those 5 yards.
He did.
Okay, we got a tiny little 60 Price Ryan.
Price Ryan. Okay.
Price Ryan.
Nice. Price Ryan, a senior, playing right guard. Uh-oh, almost breaks a tackle that time.
All right, so we just saw something else that Luke can do on the outside, and that's block.
Yeah.
It was a heck of a block there by Luke Walsh.
Will Holbrook on the reception there, and he's got a little bit of speed.
I think that's sometimes a lost art, guys, that the receiver being able to block downfield. I mean,
yes.
Even when they don't get the ball every play, somebody like that wants the ball every play, but he's still out outside for his teammates blocking.
Well, you'll see that when teams are successful, oftentimes it is because of great downfield blocking. There's the hand that time. I believe it's to Ramirez. Yes, Ramirez ahead over for about 2-yard gain on that play. Will bring up 2nd down and 8.
Kind of looked like Whitehouse defenders jumping to the ground there thought the ball might have come out. I thought the ball had come out.
I saw some jumping. I saw some reacting to something going on, but maybe they were just trying to make sure that Ramirez was down. You know, he's
we got another chat here, guys.
Okay, what's going on?
I said,
Brett?
let's go, John Grimes. That's my big brother.
All right.
So T-Red Williams.
John Grimes was blowing up that blocker on the kick return.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully we'll get a chance to see him run the ball a little bit later, too.
Yeah, I hope so. All right, there's the hand. Oh, he pulls it out to the bubble pass. He slid incomplete anyways. That pass was intended out to number 26, Calvin Bowens. Can't come up with it, so they'll bring up 3rd down and 8.
Got a familiar name in the chat, probably to you guys. Jim Nip says, appreciate the live stream.
Jim Nip, what's up, buddy? I appreciate Jim Nip is what I appreciate.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't lie about that. So he's a good man. For those of y'all that don't know Jim Nip, which would be none of you, great contributes to the community on a daily basis.
Yep.
And he's a good man.
Our camera guy, Rob, used to work for Jim.
Okay, Rob worked for Jim.
Yeah.
There's a fake handoff. They're down now. He's under pressure, passes it off, and it's going to be short. Quarterback gets hit, runs out of time, and that's going to bring up 4th down and 8, and here comes the punt team yet again.
Anytime you've got the offense moving backwards, whether that's running backs getting pushed backwards, quarterbacks bailing out backwards, that is a win for the defense. And Whitehouse defense right now.
That's not usually good, Chris. You're going backwards.
Whitehouse defense right now is imposing their will and moving Woodrow backwards.
I'd say MVP for Woodrow right now is the punter right here. I mean, he's
listen. Someone tell Zion to move back, receiving the punt down there, because our boy Ernesto Bernard. There it goes. Zion catches it and gets hit immediately.
Goodness.
Great catch. Glad he held on to the ball. Who was that for Woodrow? That was number 33.
Did you get the license plate of that Mack
Kenny
truck?
Shoulders.
Man.
Lay in the wood. Zion did a great job to hang on to it, though, that time. So we're gonna We're going to stay with you here. We got 35 seconds left in this quarter.
Oh, look, we got some scores scrolling across the screen there, Josh.
There are
look,
scores.
Carlisle 16, Mount Enterprise 6.
This is y'all got a professional operation going on here, Brett. Can we get a Baylor Auburn score up there?
Well, it's just East Texas high schools.
Okay, just
that. Yeah.
All right, so first down and 10. JoJo back. To give this time to Zion, takes it, trying to outrun. Oh, he finds a little gap and jumps up in the hole for about looks like a 7 or 8 yard gain. The clock is running at 22 seconds in this quarter. There's the snap. Pulls it out there. There goes Diarra. Breaks a tackle to get over the first down marker.
So I have a familiar name, Stephen Brody. Is that a
Brody.
familiar? He says Whitehouse Wildcats need this win and to beat Kilgore next Friday night.
That's right.
One at a time.
All right, guys. First quarter is over. Stephen Brody, thank you for the shout out. We are 1 quarter away from the Whitley halftime show. We'll see you back in the second quarter. Stay with us.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
The Friday night lights are shining, and we are teaching driving. CDL Training Academy is your resource to a better career. Come and get trained and get tested right here in Henderson, Texas. CDL Training Academy. Visit our Henderson, Texas office or online at cdllearn.com.
All right, we are back. Second quarter beginning. Whitehouse ball, 1st and 10. We got a whistle. Again, thank you to Jamie Whitley at the Schilling Group for being our gold sponsor. This year he is sponsoring the halftime show, so it will be the Whitley halftime show. You heard that correct. Those of you from Whitehouse or have been around Whitehouse have heard Whitley and halftime connected together many, many times before. All right, JoJo back. The fake handoff design, a jump pass, that time out to the tight end.
Uh-oh.
Gets over, I'm not sure what that was right there. The pass was to Jackson Gary.
Some good blocking, again, by Christian Long. That's the second time we've seen him blocking at the point of attack, doing a good job. But I think they might be trying to call a penalty in the blocking that was going on outside by Ace.
Was it a little hold maybe? You have some hold of the...
I don't know, but JoJo, a little play action there, and he that was like a little jump pass, kind of a la Tebow, trying to get it over the defender.
Oh, looks like
they wave it off?
They
picked up the flag. There we go.
Right. Well, there we go.
They discussed it, and they decided not to.
They said nope.
So that goes for a 9-yard gain to Jackson Gary.
I like that, guys, when the refs get together and make sure they get the call right. I mean, discuss it.
Love it. Love it, love it. All right, so second down and short. Again, Zion back as the running back. There's the snap to give to Zion. Oh, he cuts it back the other way. He's going to try to get outside, but has a man to beat. He's got him. He's around the corner, breaking tackles all the way down to about the 33-yard line, and a flag. 2 flags after.
Yeah, that's going to be a late hit out of bounds.
That's going to be a late hit out of bounds. That's going to tack on another 15 yards.
Yeah, excellent individual effort there because Woodrow had that bottled up in the backfield, and he just jump cut and reverse course.
He went the other way.
He did.
Chris.
Yep.
Not the way he was supposed to, but the other way. Okay, so here we go.
DR on the outside with a good block, just staying with his man.
Yeah, I was going to say he adjusted well to the play. DR did. He saw him coming his way, and he like that wasn't the play. He went outside and got a piece of the cornerback out there and
sure did.
Freed him up. That's smart football right there, not just adjusting and kind of what we call a playground football.
All right, there's the pass. Oh, JoJo pulls it back down. He's running. He's trying to find some room. Throwing on the run. He makes it completed and touchdown.
Christian.
That was a great pass to Christian Long. JoJo scrambling and finds him for that Rockmore Hardware Wildcat touchdown.
That was wild. And Christian got rewarded for his hard work blocking on that drive.
That's right. And he didn't give up on that play. I thought JoJo was going to run it.
Yeah, pump fake, ran.
I think he thought he was going to run it too, but then he saw his trusting receiver Christian coming across the middle and delivered a perfect pass.
That's what happens when you have wheels like that. You can attract the guys they thought he was running to, and so they kind of came toward him to tackle him, and he just pulled up to throw it.
Yes, sir. And there's the kick. Now
there we go.
That's an extra point kick that coaches be a little bit more happy with.
Willingham with the snap, Holmes with the hold, and Tornes puts it right through.
All right, well, let's go because that was Rockmore Hardware touchdown time. We'll be right back. All right, we are back. Just a quick reminder, we are still taking, if you are interested in sponsoring Wildcat football on NETSN, then send something out to sales@netsn.live and reach out to us. We would love to have you as a sponsor. Thank you to Rockmore Hardware and Jamie Whitley at Schilling Group for being our gold sponsors.
Defense looking forward to the continued test here.
26-0.
Whoa, we got all of that.
Baboosh.
Man.
That's 9 yards deep in the end zone.
Goodness.
The
wind's blowing, but we're not having a tornado out here.
It almost went through the uprights there.
Ashton Park found an extra gear on the kickoff
Did he kick from the 35?
No, he kicked from the 40.
The 40?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
That's where they kick off from. So
that's 68 yards or so through the back of the end zone. Fantastic.
All right. So here comes the Wildcat, Whitehouse Wildcat defense, and Woodrow Wildcats are coming out. See if they can get something going here. All right.
Looks like they've got Luke Walsh one-on-one on the other side with Devin Williams.
Okay.
They have not been able to successfully get him the ball yet. We'll see if they're going to try to do that here.
Snap is back. There's the give to Ramirez. Pounds it forward. Gets a couple extra yards because of his efforts. It's like they're marking him at the 28-yard line.
Tackled by the entire front seven of the Whitehouse Wildcats.
There we go. Little team effort. Little team effort there. Baylor getting killed, by the way, 14-3. For those of you, thank you for sending that in.
Hate to love to hear it.
Hate to love to hear it. All right, so here we go, second down and about 7. Snap is back. He's looking over there. He hits Luke Walsh. Oh, breaks it. Moving around very well. There's going to be a flag. He's got enough for the first down right now, but let's see what the hanky's for on the field.
He's got a little wiggle, so we've been wanting to see what he brings. Definitely strong blocker. Hadn't been able to catch the ball. He's been contested on every play up to that one. They ran a screen, got it to him with a little bit of space, and he wiggled through.
Personal foul face mask.
That's not what the defense wanted to do.
That might have been why he was wiggling, because his face got ripped. That tends to, where the head goes, the body goes, right?
Something like that.
Okay. Something like that. All right. Oh. I missed it.
No.
What happened?
I think he pointed the wrong direction initially,
so
it looks like it was a personal foul face mask against Woodrow.
Offense. Okay, well, that's not good for Woodrow. That's going to bring up looks like second down, so it's still going to be second down and about 19 or so.
Yep.
All right, so the clock is running. Almost down to the 10-minute point. Snap is back. He's throwing deep. He's got him in the middle of the field. He got hit. There's going to be a flag in the backfield. Not in the holding area, but looks like something with the passer. See what they come up with. They're talking about it.
Yeah, number 2 there got behind the Whitehouse defensive formation and ran open, and if he'd have been able to cleanly throw that ball, that could have been a problem for Whitehouse.
Yeah. So that was a face mask this time against the Whitehouse Wildcats. So they will march it 15 yards. 15 yards back forward, but now it's an automatic first down for Woodrow Wilson.
This is the kind of thing, if you're a Whitehouse fan, this is what you don't want to see. You don't want to see, hey, we're up by 3-4 scores, and now we're going to get a little sloppy out there, and we're going to do some dumb stuff and pick up some penalties. We got to keep playing at a high level, physically, mentally. Oh, that'll do it.
Okay, the give hit in the backfield.
Taylor Ray came across the edge there and was like, nope, I'm going to eat that up. Number 25.
The runner that time, number 26, Calvin Bowens, giving Ramirez a little bit of a breather on the sideline over there.
Got a big hug from Mr. Ray.
Okay. Mr. Ray is doing his thing. All right, so here we are. Clock's running down to about 9.5 minutes. Whitehouse defense trying to get lined up. Motion this time. Snap is back. Here's a quick pass. The pass intended over to Will Holbrook. It's incomplete. So that's going to bring up third down.
Whitehouse there in man-to-man coverage, and everyone was covered well. Had that motion coming out of the backfield, and Malachi Allen was on top of it immediately.
Pickens was on a backside blitz that time, and he was coming. The clock was running down for time to make that pass. He was coming quickly. Didn't quite make it there on time. But it doesn't matter. It is third down and 11. All right. So here we go. Let's see if Woodrow can convert. There's pick. Got a good block. Ball kind of thrown into space that time.
3 receivers for Woodrow, 4 defenders for Whitehouse in the area where the ball landed. So the defense continues to be solid and on point.
All right.
Pressuring the pass. You saw Pick there kind of get submarined on a block.
Absolutely. All right, so Woodrow Wilson going to punt.
Yep, 4th and 11.
Chris, I know Woodrow started a little slow last year, but how did they end the season?
You know, it's crazy. After the loss to Whitehouse last year, Woodrow won 7 of their next 9 games.
Okay.
And ended up finishing 3rd in district. And unfortunately, they had a big first-round exit. And that was it for their season.
Okay. Well, that's
pressure.
this one. I think they played Crandall and lost to them. There's a kick. Going the wrong way if you're Woodrow.
A lot of pressure on that kick. Good of the punter to just get it away.
Absolutely.
And did not get the favorable bounce that time. Actually bounced backwards, and Whitehouse is going to start with great field position.
Yes, they are. It's going to be the best field, well, other than the
interception.
The interception that time, yeah. This is going to be, sorry, we got a little wind blowing out there. Little rumble tumble going.
Stands are getting a little rowdy right now. There is a lot going on.
Well, there's a lot of, it's a lot of teenagers having a fun Friday night, moving around and just trying to find their place. So Zamaje Mosley back with JoJo in the backfield. There's the snap, the fake sweep, but there goes Zamaje. He's got a little room. He's breaking in 1, 2, 3 tackle. Oh, he had one man to beat. A big gain for Zamaje Mosley all the way out to the 33-yard line over on Woodrow Wilson's side of the field.
They tried that one earlier, and it did not materialize. A little too slow. That time, the hole opened up, and he had
all right,
tons of room.
And we've got a timeout on the field. Stick with us. We'll be back to see what happens.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
The Friday night lights are shining, and we are teaching driving. CDL Training Academy is your resource to a better career. Come and get trained and get tested right here in Henderson, Texas. CDL Training Academy. Visit our Henderson, Texas office or online at cdllearn.com.
All right, we are back just in time. 1st and 10 for Whitehouse. There's the snap, the handoff to Zion. It's a reverse that kind of got blown up in the backfield.
Ace.
That was Ace Oliveras right there carrying it around the side to having to go back up in the middle. Great job that time by Woodrow blowing up that reverse, Chris.
Yeah, they were right there at the handoff point. That was very dicey. Excellent job by Ace to turn that around and actually gain a couple yards.
Very dicey.
Very dicey.
and a good pass by Zion over to Ace and a good catch. All right, so here's the snap. We got a screen coming up on the left side. The pass was completed this time to Gardner. He breaks a tackle, makes a move, and then slides down. He's safe at the 13-yard line, about the 14-yard line. Boy, he made somebody miss.
JoJo did a great job that time of having poise with multiple guys in his face. Got the pass out, gave his receiver a chance to run with it. Great play on offense.
All right. So here we go, 1st and 10. The pass up to, you guessed it, Diarra. Touchdown. That's a Rockmore Hardware Wildcat touchdown. Once again, Mohamed Diarra.
That's just unfair to that poor defensive back.
Yeah, that's a great pass by JoJo. Once again, Diarra running a clean route and just getting his hands up there.
When we were at the scrimmage last week, we saw them try to go to that a couple of times, and it just wasn't. They just weren't on the same. They didn't have it together yet.
Yeah.
Again, clockwork on the extra point. That's what you want to see. But they definitely cleaned that up in the last 7 days, and they're out here throwing that perfectly, that outside fade.
That's right. Love to see Whitehouse having a lot of success tonight, Chris. They're running the ball well. They're running strong, and they're looking good, making a lot of missed tackles, and then some great passes by JoJo tonight. He's on point out there.
Yeah, we're not keeping up with the stats, but I imagine that his numbers are incredibly efficient tonight.
That's right. That's right. So here we are. The score, Chris, 33-0. One of the miscues early by Whitehouse was missing a couple extra points. They got that cleaned up because they've hit the last 2 in a row. They're getting a lot of practice on the extra points tonight also. So that's kind of cool.
That's good. Definitely on pace to score more points than last year. I know the defense probably wants to keep that 0 on the board and finish this game with a shutout. We'll see if they can keep the poise and keep the effort up.
That's right.
Doing a great job, playing very sound defensively.
They are. Makes us at Wildcat Football and NETSN excited about that.
Absolutely.
And just a reminder, we will be bringing you all the games this year, all the Whitehouse Wildcat games on Wildcat Football at NETSN. Subscribe to us, like us, do all those things. Get the app. It's all available for you at no cost to you. Kickoff once again in the end zone.
There we go. Park, 2 in a row in the end zone.
Yeah, he's just like, what are we doing here? Let's just eliminate all these returns and keep everybody safe for another day.
You know what? Hey, if you can consistently put the ball in the end zone, that is a weapon. Make the other team have to go 75 yards every single time. We'll take that.
No chance for a miscue or anything else. So here comes the Whitehouse defense and Woodrow Wilson offense once again. Woodrow Wilson just trying to get something going. They've really kind of struggled to get into any sort of rhythm. They've had a couple first downs tonight, but they're going to continue trying. So
those front 3 are rotating. See a couple of guys that haven't been in there as much today. Let's see what they can do.
There's the pass that time out to Luke Walsh. Takes it ahead. Good tackle over there. About 5 yards on the play. Clock keeps running.
Yep. Zone defense out there as soon as he caught that ball. 3 Whitehouse defenders on him. It's only going to get about 4 yards, it looks like. Sound, solid defense.
Sound, solid defense. That's only Luke Walsh's second catch of the evening, I believe.
Yep.
And so that brings up
our unofficial D1 tracker.
That's right.
That's 2 for Walsh.
Right. That's right. So 2nd and 5 now at the 30. little motion out of the backfield. He throws out to Walsh again. Another quick out. So he's running like a little bit 4 or 5 yard out real quick. They're playing off of him. The defensive back is. So they're looks like Woodrow Wilson's taking advantage of that and just trying to hit him real quick with the ball.
Yeah, Devin Williams, I mean, some people might look at that and be like, well, this is bad. He's catching the ball. It's an excellent job out there by number 12, Devin Williams, making those tackles one-on-one or with group help like the play before, making sure he doesn't beat them down the field. There's miscommunication.
Yeah, it looked like that time Reed Kirkland, quarterback, was looking for the same pass to Luke Walsh. That out again. Luke Walsh is confused. I have a feeling, Chris, it was almost like they were going to that out 3 times in a row. Watch out for the out and up here shortly, or here a little bit later tonight. You get them kind of looking and trying to jump that out route. You can get yourself in trouble if you don't have a safety back deep.
Yeah, we saw that. We saw that chess game being played in the scrimmage last week. Oh, boy.
So there's the hitch that time to Luke Walsh. Not much there, though. Great job by Whitehouse.
Devin Williams there coming up for the kill shot after the jump to catch there by Walsh.
It looks like there's a late flag over there on the sideline. That just fell, right?
I think they're telling the sideline
warning.
Yeah,
it's going to be a sideline warning. No penalty, just a warning. But you only get one warning.
That's it.
And then you know what happens after the warning, Chris?
Penalties.
Oh, penalties.
CeeDee Lamb type penalties.
CeeDee Lamb. I missed that. I still haven't seen it yet. Apparently he was standing in the middle of the sideline.
I don't think I ever saw him get hit that hard when he had his pads on the field. So
CeeDee Lamb.
That's a memorable one.
Yeah. Is he on the trading block also, Chris?
Who knows? Who knows?
3rd down now. Looking pass. He's tucking it under. He's going to run for it. He's got a little bit of room, but he falls down just right at about the 40-yard line. So gain of about maybe 2 on the play. Going to be well short of the 1st down and bring out another punting situation.
And you see Pick there again, number 0. His eyes got big, and he came up to make a play. And unfortunately, he got out over his skis and lost his feet. And I'd like to think, though, that the collision that he made on the ground reverberated and actually brought the quarterback down a few steps later.
Okay.
So I think we can give him the tackle there.
The ground reverberated?
Yes.
Is that like an earthquake motion kind of thing?
You know, he kind of slammed his hand down on the ground and caused the grass to take the quarterback down a couple steps later.
All right. Once again, Ernesto Bernard back to kick it.
Lots of pressure.
The punt's kick. Zion's kind of off to the side. Looks like it's going to be out around the 30-yard line. Whitehouse will take over at the 30-yard line. Stay with us. We'll be right back. All right. We are back 1st and 10. JoJo keeps it. He's going right up the middle. Gets a gain of about 7 yards on the play. Whoa! It's like someone came in late and accidentally fell on JoJo.
McMahon there making the tackle, holding on by a thread. That's kind of been an image for the game so far tonight. Woodrow holding on by a thread, just trying to bring a ball carrier down.
Yeah, hey guys, I heard there's a line at Rockmore's Hardware. They've been advertised so much that everyone wants to go shopping. So there may be a line there, David. So you may need to go open late tonight.
Hey, you score those touchdowns, you get the commercial.
Yeah.
And Jai happened to come out of the play on this. Tucker Smith is coming in as his backup. Hello, Tucker. All right. So here we go. 2nd down and about 3. There's the give that time to Zion. He goes outside. Look at the speed. Look at him go over the 50 down to the 40, trying to break a tackle. Great tackle right there. Great tackle by number 7, Story Jackson. But what a run, once again, by Zion.
Aiden Wright down there throwing blocks down the field. He ended up getting thrown to the ground himself, but that guy did not make the tackle.
He did not. He did not. That is kind of the same area. Maybe the ground's still reverberating over there. Maybe that's kind of – all right. Okay, here we go. 1st down and 10. The turf monster. JoJo giving a signal over here. Snap is back. The fake design. He's going to go deep this time.
Aiden.
Oh, there's some contact all over the place. Yeah, that was pass to Aiden Wright that time, trying to hit him on the fade. No flag. Lots of contact. We'll call it good defense.
Hey, guys, I want to give a shout-out to our guys over at Carlisle tonight. Had a transformer blow. This is what they're seeing here in Price, Texas tonight.
We're looking at it. It's dark. They're done playing football tonight, aren't they?
It looks like it.
They're going to have to find somewhere else to finish that game. So we're not laughing at Carlisle. We're laughing with them and wish them the best and that everyone is safe in that situation. 2nd down and 10. JoJo's keeping it to the outside, trying to get outside. Oh, not going to make maybe a half a yard gain on the play.
Yeah, Woodrow defense just kept stringing him out to the sideline. He was never able to turn up field.
It's good pursuit angles,
yes,
specifically by that safety over there.
Yeah. You know, we did see them working on their pursuit angles.
They were before the game.
Before the game, they very surely were doing that.
Picked up on that. We saw it live. So, all right, so we got it's a rare 3rd down and 10 for Whitehouse right now. Let's see what we come up with. Probably going to try to get, maybe 6 or 7 yards here. Kind of shorten the length for the.
I look for the tight end vertical here.
Okay, there's a handoff right there. Zion up the middle. I believe that was Zion. Yes, it was. About 8 yards, maybe 9. About 8 yards on the gain down to the 30. So 4th down and 2. It's going to be short. Zion's getting a break. Zamaje coming in at running back.
The scrimmage, we saw them successful attacking the edge very quickly. Let's see if they want to do that here, if they want to try to attack that right edge quickly.
All right, 4th down. There's a play. They give. He keeps it. He's got his tight end, but JoJo takes it ahead. Goodness, JoJo running over the defender to get on another 2 yards.
Very decisive. That's exactly what you want to see.
That's it. He said, maybe I'm going to throw it. And then when he decided to run, he put his shoulder down and ran over maybe as a linebacker. I don't know who that was, but.
Well defended.
It's the advantage of having a guy that's played tailback, playing your quarterback position.
Absolutely.
Okay, so it looks like we've got some sort of a timeout here. All right, so we're going to go to timeout. We will be back at Wildcat Football on NETSN. Stay with us.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
All right, we are back. Just a reminder, we're under 2 minutes, which means we're under 2 minutes away from the Whitley halftime show. We don't have the full band out here tonight. There's just a prep band. But hopefully some of you parents are having an opportunity to watch. We're not sure what they're going to do. They might go out and play a little. They might.
Hey, that's why you got to stick around, right?
They might sing a little. You got to stick around for the Whitley halftime show and a special message by Jamie Whitley himself at halftime. So it'll be great. Here we go. 1st and 10. The pass. He's going up to Diarra. Diarra's there. Touchdown once again.
Hey,
that's an unbelievable Rockmore hardware touchdown for the Wildcats.
That's 3 times, 3 for 3, throwing that beautiful sideline pass into the end zone.
No incompletions on that play. I mean, how are they going to stop that combo? They need to get us. Well, I mean, put a safety over, do something.
You find something you like, you keep going until they stop you, right?
Well, absolutely. And here's the extra point attempt. It is up and it is good. Woo! Whitehouse looking good. They are hot, 40-0, and join us. We will be back in a second after this message from Rockmore Hardware. We are back, and we are having fun at Franklin Stadium tonight, aren't we, Chris and Brett?
We sure are.
We are having a lot of fun. Thanks for letting me join the party tonight, guys. It'll be a couple weeks. I'll be joining you guys again over in the Battle of Lake Tyler.
Yes, sir, Brett. Brett's the boss, so if he wants to come on, he can do whatever he wants, sir.
Brett also may have a near and dear to his heart connection to Chapel Hill.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, that's possible. I've got a couple of connections.
There we go. Another one in the end zone.
All right, I've got it, Chris and Brett. That's another Jim Nip touchback.
Hey, Jim Nip.
Just straight up Jim Nip, baby.
Hey, there might be a lot of those this season. Looking
There
pretty
might
good.
be.
That's
there might
three in
be.
a row. That's three in a row.
How about Jim Nip first down?
A Jim Nip first down. Could be a Jim Nip, or it could be your business. If you're listening right now and you own a business in Whitehouse and you want to support Wildcat football on NETSN, give us a holler, sales@netsn.live, and let us know. It's not too expensive, and it's for the kids. It's for the children.
I think this is officially the latest we've been out, with the scrimmages starting early. And one of the things that happens is it gets dark here in the box.
Oh, yeah.
And my old eyes are struggling to look at the paper to keep track of
You know what? I'll be right back. I think I might have something for you.
He does have something. The boss has something. Yeah, and we lost you there for a second. Sorry about that. Okay, a loss of 3 or 4 yards. Yeah, if we say the wrong names, forgive us. We just can't see. I think he's got one of those fancy table lights.
No,
Chris.
yep.
Chris and I are just learning. Brett's been doing this for a long time.
Brett is on top of this. He is a professional, and we have the opportunity here to do it easy. I mean, this is easy for us because of the great stuff, the great equipment that he's put together for us to use.
That's right. All right, second down and 12. The little toss sweep to the outside. Oh, tries to break it back up in. Goodness. Whoa, we're going to get a flag right there. That came in a little bit late right there. That was number 21, Caleb Russell. And no need for that.
Now, typically you don't see that happen, especially when they're running to pick side. I'm not criticizing anybody out there wearing black and white, but he was bear hugged and tackled.
Oh. Okay.
That was the only way they effectively blocked him on that play, to be able to open the edge like that.
Okay, well.
So Kadavian Pickens there being hugged and tackled. But, hey, it worked.
Yep.
It worked.
All right, so here we go. First down and 10 now for Woodrow Wilson out to the 45-yard line. Uh-oh. Had a little motion, I think. They were falling forward over there on that right wing. I could be wrong.
A little false start.
Yep, so that's going to move Woodrow back about 5 yards. Guys, we're having fun. 40-0. We're just excited about Friday Night Football. I'm excited about Friday Night Football. It's for many, many years as an educator, I always loved the start of school because I knew what I was going to be doing on Friday nights, whether I was going to be coaching, whether I was going to be sitting in the stands or standing on the sideline. I love Friday nights.
Me too.
I love football under the lights. So
me too.
We're
had the opportunity like you did to coach early in my career, and I'll tell you what, when Friday night comes along and you walk around out here, it's in your blood. You miss it. I miss it. So this is great. I'm so thankful to be up here and have this opportunity.
We've got the best seat in the house.
Yes.
First and 15, the fake this time, a little rollout right there. Oh, Luke Walsh finding some good area over there.
Yep.
Some good area. He had some good space.
Yep.
Great pass
nice
that
comeback
time.
route to come back to the ball, get himself some space to be open. Being very conservative out there, just missed the tackle that time. Thankfully, a host of other Whitehouse Wildcats in the area to take him down. But again, we're getting to see what a D1 prospect on offense looks like there. Whitehouse wants to have a say in it, show us some D1 prospects as well on defense, as we're seeing tonight.
That's right. So first and 10, the snap, another fake over there. He's looking to the right as he rolls out. Oh, we got smacked.
Yeah, he did.
Quarterback goes down, loss of only about 2 yards. He just ran he ran out of space, ran out of time. It's going to be a timeout on the play. Ladies and gentlemen, we're 30 seconds out from the Whitley halftime show. Stay with us.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
All right, we are back. Chris, tell us a little bit more about Luke Walsh, man, the receiver for Woodrow Wilson.
He's working his butt off.
He's
tonight.
great, isn't he?
He's on the wrong side of 40 burger right now, but he is not letting up. Now,
The wrong side of a 40 burger.
that being said, we've mentioned him as a D1 guy. That's what the Dave Campbell magazine said. And Whitehouse, we know, has some guys that are entertaining offers from D1 schools as well. And we'll talk a bit more about that.
Oh, he takes it down. This slides out at the 40-yard line. You're going to put him at the 41, so it's about a 4-yard gain.
Again, Kadavian Pickens with pressure in the backfield. And this time quarterback stepped up, found a little bit of a space, picked himself up a few yards, but that's going to be it. Another timeout.
All right, well, that's going to bring us to 3rd down and 9. They come back out. They're talking about it. Woodrow Wilson trying to put together a little something to maybe get some points on the board before this half is over. They've got a little something going right now.
Now, apparently Zion for Whitehouse at the running back position, earning himself some looks and some offers, D1 offer. And I'm going to tell you what, some of these guys that we're watching play here on the defense especially, I have a half a notion that by the end of this year they will have earned themselves some offers as well to come play at school at the next level.
Well, we got a compliment over in the chat, guys.
We got a compliment.
Yeah, Jim Nib says, Josh, Chris, and Brett, fun listening to you guys in the first half. Great job.
We've got offsides here. He's going to go deep. It's a free play. 14 wide open, but it's just overthrown. They had a free play right there, and they took advantage of it. Great job to Reed Kirkland for recognizing that and chunking the ball down the field.
So we actually got a compliment, though. Well, look at that.
From Jim Nip?
Yeah.
That guy.
Hey.
That guy. I'm blushing.
So, as a defensive coordinator, remember Coach Wade was talking to us about wanting to be solid with the fundamentals, and we were like, oh, I guess so that means we're going to be pretty basic. And he said, no, don't hold me to that, because when we start blitzing, you're going to come for me. And that time we had linebackers coming hard when the blitz. They just didn't time it right. So free play, no harm done, but 3rd and now a little bit shorter.
All right, here we go now. 3rd and short. There's the pass. He's got fade. He's open.
Oh, man. Great.
What a play. Who was that over there at corner, Chris?
That's Jamarian Thurman again. Wow. He loves that. He loves that competition out there.
It's almost like he was like, I'm going to let him think he's going to catch it, and then the last second, no.
Yep.
Put his hands up.
Yep.
That's right.
That's what you want to see. Hey, that's about 3 or 4 times now we've seen them throw to Walsh, and Jamarian has said, no, I'm going to contest this. And he has not come away with the reception.
Chris, we have a second compliment. Jeff Brown says, yes, you guys are doing a great job.
Okay,
hey,
thank you, Jeff.
Man, all right.
You know who's doing a great job? That's the Whitehouse Wildcats out on the field. There's the hand that time. He takes it over the 35 to 34, and that is going to bring us to the end of this halftime. Just a real quick reminder, we're going to the Whitley halftime show. Now, the drill team's going to do their thing out there, and as you know, that's Mrs. Whitley drill team. We'll be right back for the halftime show.
Hey, Whitehouse, it's halftime. In my family, that's always meant tradition, pride, doing your best, and then making it better. That's Whitehouse, and that's how I sell real estate.
Waterburger of Whitehouse, Holly Patterson Photography, Total Care Custom Mobility, Bandman Incorporated, the Salon Professional Academy, and Jamie Whitley with Schilling Real Estate. First ladies of the week are Kylie Shelton and Melina Mayo. Tonight, the First Ladies will perform an upbeat prom routine to What I Like About You. Ladies and gentlemen, the award-winning Whitehouse High School Wildcat Band and featured twirler Avery McGraw. The band will perform to Incandescent Sky Fanfare.
Before we kick things off, let's give a huge round of applause and lots of love to our 2025-2026 varsity cheerleaders, led by the amazing Coach Ashley Johnson. Leading the charge this year is our incredible captain, Blake Kazin, and standing strong along legs is our unstoppable co-captains, Zoe Edge and Tatum Pratt. Let's hear it for these fantastic leaders. And now, the moment you've been waiting for, this week's cheerleader of the week goes to the one and only Kyle Hughes. Thank you, Kyle, for showing amazing leadership, being super flexible, and always keeping that positive energy flowing. You rock. Let's make some noise for our 25-26 varsity cheerleaders tonight. Your 2025-2026 Sweetheart officers from left to right are Junior Lieutenant Laila Cruz, Junior Lieutenant Caroline Clayton, First Lieutenant Gabby Bowens, Senior Lieutenant Juliana Gonzalez, Junior Lieutenant Charlotte Houston, and in the center, your captain, Miss Isabella Moya. Your social vice president is Ava King. Your social president is Abby Jackson. Sweetheart of the week, Marla Galindo. Spirit member of the week, Eloise Jankaitis. The Sweethearts will now entertain you with their performance to their traditional high kick, Western Trail.
Oh my god, I just got jumped.
Let's give a big round of applause to the Woodrow Wilson Sweetheart. The Sweetheart is under the direction by Woodrow, Daniel Negrete, and Assistant Director Marissa Miles. Alrighty, Wildcat Nation, let's welcome to the field your 25-26 award-winning Woodrow Wilson Wildcat Band. The band is welcomed to the field by Senior Drum Majors Mason Murray and Senior Drum Major Richie Solomon, along with featuring our commercial sister Edwin Henry. Women member James Romero, brass member Bran Rodriguez, percussion member Xander Smith, freshman Valen Salinas, color guard member Diana Pache. Special happy birthday to Jennifer Quadras and Joseph Gomez. Tonight, you part 1 and 2 of the 25 marching show Weekend Weekend. Music by Trace Thunder, Michael Clark, drill by Tim Husky. Listen to the band as they perform excerpts from Caída a la Victorina Cruzna and Not Like Us.
And welcome back to NETSN. Brett Swinney here with Josh and Chris. Thanks for tuning in to our first Whitehouse broadcast, and hopefully everyone's enjoying themselves this evening. Great weather here, guys. Not so great luck for our friends in Carlisle as we have a game over there in Price, Texas, and little transformer blown. That's a first for a NETSN broadcast. I don't think that's happened, and so Keith and Jeremy were in a delay. I think they've gotten the lights. They were powering back on, it looks like. So hopefully they'll be able to get that second half going.
Halftime in the dark.
Yeah, but a great game over there. 16-12, Carlisle up at half.
Nice.
Between two teams that we kind of follow closely in East Texas. Some other scores. One I saw, Kilgore and Carthage. Could be a 4A state championship game of sorts, as both teams were in the state championship last year. And Kilgore leads 7-0 at halftime in that, Phyllis.
Wow, 7-0.
7-0. It's a battle over there.
And Whitehouse plays Kilgore next week.
It is. It's an opponent for Whitehouse next week.
So Kilgore's looking good is what you're saying, because they're beating Carthage right now, who is insanely good.
They have a few rings, Josh. And if you haven't seen it, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but there's a new little documentary on Scott Surratt that just released on Thursday. And so go check it out. It's on Neptune Game Time. We shared it the other day on our Twitter. I haven't gotten to catch it yet. I'm hoping to catch it over the weekend. But I saw a little preview of it, and I'm excited to see it. It's kind of the behind the scenes of everything that happens and all the pressures of being in Carthage.
Is that like on Netflix or something? Or
Neptune Game Time is producing it. Kind of the same ones that do the Game Time at some of the stadiums, the radio. Yeah, they're doing that.
Okay.
So.
Well, they just keep winning over there. So
yeah. West Rusk over Malakoff, 14-7.5. I feel like that's a little bit of an upset. Malakoff, they won about 31 games in a row over there.
Okay.
They lost last year, state championship, but they've went to state the last 2 years. Won one and lost one.
Now
West Rusk has been a little down the past couple of years, but that would be a huge win for them, as Malakoff is one of the teams in the top of our poll. I think they're top 3 in our poll on our app.
Is it halftime right now?
Yeah, halftime.
Okay, so Malakoff, they're just
they got some time.
Yeah, they're just buying their time and waiting and trying to get everything figured out. Maybe they were trying a different offense or something the first half, and
maybe
now they're going to go back to what they do second half.
Well, Derek says excited to see how we stack up against Kilgore next week.
Mm-hmm. That'll be first game of the season at Wildcat Stadium, and that's 7:30 next Friday night. We'll be there to join. But yeah, it's going to be quite a challenge next Friday night playing against Kilgore. They've got a great team, and they've got a bunch of guys returning and a lot of talent they're going to throw out there. So hopefully we'll translate what Whitehouse is doing tonight and be able to take that back with them next Friday night to Wildcat Stadium.
We got Brook Hill on the road up in Redwater, which I don't know what the comparison is of how far we drove versus the Brook Hill guys. That's pretty far up there.
Is Redwater Oklahoma?
It's close to Texarkana. It's up close to the border up there. Brook Hill's up 25-8. The Guard go on the road, and getting to see them last week in a scrimmage. Brook Hill's got some guys on that line. A 4-star recruit, Big Sid and Larry. They make up that left side of the line, and if I'm seeing them coming at me, I'm going the other direction,
Get
guys.
out of the way,
I'm going the other direction. So another one of our games, and so. Of course, you see our ticker across the screen there. Longview up 21-14, a big game there at Lobo Stadium. If you can help us, you can actually help us on our streams. If you go download the NETSN app, Josh, how much does that cost again?
Well, when I did it, I went to the App Store and I downloaded the NETSN app, and it didn't cost anything. It was actually free.
It was free. Okay, so you can be at a game, or you could just be watching games online at home, and you see a score and that score's not right on the ticker. You can help us. Okay. You go in there and you update the score, and you've actually helped us refresh our ticker on the screen.
That's awesome.
That's kind of how it works now.
Well, speaking of some other games, some other games of note for Whitehouse's district. Texarkana, Texas High played last night against the Legacy Red Raiders. And that game was 57-43. Tyler High won.
And Legacy was ahead in that game in the first half.
They were, yeah. And so Texas High had to really Texas High had to make the drive all the way down to Tyler. That's which they're used to because that's what they do. They travel all over the place.
Do you have the Marshall Tyler High score? Because that's an interesting. That was.
You know what? I think I do have the Marshall Tyler High. So it is in the third quarter right now. Tyler High Lions are up 28. Marshall Mavericks 21.
Ooh,
so there's about 5 minutes
Okay.
left in that third quarter. A couple other scores at halftime. Mount Pleasant, they're in our district, or in Whitehouse's district. Score is 13. They're losing to Crandall 17. So 13-17, they're down at halftime. Let's see. We've got I coached at Ennis, so they're playing Waxahachie. That's a big rivalry, Waxahachie and Ennis. Waxahachie up 30-7. I don't know why I said that out loud. Go Ennis.
Well, I had one of the district games last night on NETSN is Nacogdoches beat Palestine in Palestine. So that's another district opponent of Whitehouse. So Nacogdoches won 35-14.
Yeah. That's right. Now, Josh Jared's alma mater, San Antonio Clark Cougars, started off the season with a win, 13-9 over Sotomayor Wildcats. And let's see, that's all. We've got a couple others. We've got Whitehouse, Gilmer. So the Pine Tree Pirates they're losing to Gilmer Buckeyes right now at halftime, 19-10. Pine Tree has a good team this year, and so and then Jacksonville is losing to Center at halftime, 21-0.
Center Rough Riders, one of the teams that we cover on NETSN. So that game is over there, one of our broadcasts there.
That's right. And then just a little bonus: the Bullard Panthers are beating Maybank 21-12 right now. So those of you that might have someone that you know out at Bullard and get excited about. So that's kind of some of the scores right there. Shout out to my buddy TJ. His kids go to Bushland High School. They're up 48-0 in the third quarter over Borger. They've got a pretty good team out there, but that's way West Texas, out there near Amarillo. So you know how that works.
What is out there? Is it just sand and bushes?
Yes, sand. I mean, it's red sand, and there's some wind.
Tumbleweeds.
No trees. Tumbleweeds. There's some tumbleweeds out there.
There's some wind out there today. Look at the goalpost there.
Yeah, things are starting to blow a little bit. As you can see, the teams are out, and they are getting warmed up for the second half. We've received word that they will be running the clock in the second half. So if you're wondering if you want to stay up and watch the rest of this game, it'll go pretty quick. 12-minute quarters. If they're running the clock, we're looking at maybe 30, 35 minutes at the most with timeouts and other stoppages. So
may get us home a little earlier, fellas.
Yeah, instead of maybe midnight or midnight 30, maybe it'll be 11 or 11:30. Well, maybe not. It's already 9:12 right now. Rangers start here in a few minutes, playing out on the West Coast in Oakland tonight, and so.
Do they have any pitchers left?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. The two pitchers I know are on the injured list now.
Times are tough. Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to go to a quick timeout for a commercial, and we'll be back with the second half.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
This is where legends rise and moments are made.
They're still on his feet. Come on, still on his feet.
From the buzzer beaters to the game winners, we bring you the action. Raw, real, relentless. We cover every angle, every story. From the streets to the stadiums,
We're going all the way.
your favorite athletes, your teams,
Ford breaks a tackle. Oh my God.
your passion, all in one place. New games, live shows,
Here he goes. He's got some blockers.
This is the future of sports media.
There he goes. Quick up into the secondary.
This isn't just a network. This is a movement.
Oh, he ran over the defender.
Welcome to NETSN. Game on.
All right, we are back. Wildcat football on NETSN. It is 40-0, and that score is correct if you're just joining us. And we are going to be running the clock in the second half while Whitehouse will be kicking off to Woodrow Wilson to get things started off.
Hey, Josh, I got an update here.
What's the update?
Derek's helping us out. Make sure you go put that in the app, Derek. Carthage and Kilgore tied at 7 now.
Okay, look at that.
I may need to turn that on over here and just keep an eye on it.
Carthage and Kilgore, and just kind of watch them. That's a possible. Well, wouldn't be a preview. They're in different.
They're different. That could be if they both won the state championship. Whoever won this would be the actual state champion.
Oh, that's
for
right.
Yeah.
They could, if they both win.
Yeah.
And there's another booming kick that's going to go into the end zone.
I believe that's 4 in a row, and that's fantastic.
Yeah, that is. He's just kind of kicking it with the wind at their back there. So
that's true. Yep.
All right. So it looks like we're going to have an opportunity to see some of the twos tonight. That's exciting. No, maybe not.
Not right now.
We're kind of
coming out strong. Looks like they want to keep that 0 on the board.
Okay, that's right. That's right. They're going to come out.
Nothing wrong with that.
We'll see what happens. The clock is actually not running right now, so maybe they're not running the clock. We'll see what.
Change of possession.
What happens?
Maybe once they get it started.
Maybe so.
Or maybe someone decided that wasn't going to happen.
Well, it was just a kickoff. The clock actually shouldn't have started, but that's okay. Here we go. All right, so starting off the 25-yard line. Snap is back. There's the give right there. I believe that's Ramirez. Kind of falls forward maybe for a yard. Probably they're marking him at the 25, so no gain on the play.
Great job on the interior defensive line of Whitehouse. They were just scrambling to close gaps and shut down run lanes, and they did it effectively.
And the running back in the game is Kathy Rhodes. Check that, not Ramirez. So Kathy Rhodes is in and took that carry that time. So the clock running now. 2nd down and 10. Woodrow crowd is kind of funneled out just a little bit after the band played, looks like. There's the snap, the fake. It's a bootleg to the right. He's got a guy waiting for that drag to develop. Oh, and a big hit. He gets tackled and fumbles. I don't know if they marked him down or if they marked that as a fumble. Let's see where they mark it.
That is some incredible closing speed by inside linebacker Jaden Bell right there, number 9. They read that right, stayed in position, and when he saw the avenue to the quarterback open up, he shut that angle down and dropped him for a 5-yard loss. Fantastic play. This defense is looking strong.
Looking strong, not giving a whole lot of options to Woodrow Wilson's.
This is what you want to see. You know, you got all the momentum. It's easy to coast and, we're winning this game big. Come out in the second half and come ready to play. And there we go again.
Once again, big
outside
hit.
Linebacker Chris Stearns. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. Way to hustle. They didn't come out the second half feeling good about themselves. Great hustle to the ball. Great pursuit on those last 2 plays. A loss on both downs. That's going to bring up 4th down and 19. I believe it's 4th down. They got 3rd down on the marker over there, but it's 4th down, and our buddy Ernesto Bernard is back to punt.
I got a score update, guys. Team next kind of near Whitehouse. Troop up over Shelbyville at half, 42-0.
Carmelo Perkins takes the punt ahead for about 4 yards. That's going to be 1st down at the 43-yard line for the Wildcats. Say that again. I'm sorry, Brett.
Troop 42, Shelbyville 0 at half.
There you go, Troop.
So Troop, another maroon team kind of down the road from Whitehouse.
That's right. We're pulling for Troop.
It's a great job right there by Perkins, stepping up, catching the ball. Nothing flashy on the return, but instead of letting it bounce and potentially, losing 20, 25 yards of field position, as a former special teams guy, I got to commend that. Great job there.
All right, former special teams guy. All right, we got coming back out. Looks like Zamaje is back out with JoJo in the backfield. Snap is back. The give to Zamaje. He slithers through, breaks a tackle. Nothing doing there.
Definitely some sort of miscommunication. Both of the guards pulled and started to head right towards each other.
Okay.
So someone wasn't on the right page there, and that's why that broke up right in the middle.
They got the first game blues.
Yep, that happens.
All right. So that brings up second down. No loss or gain on the play. JoJo's back, takes a snap. Once again, this is Zamaje getting around the outside. He's got a little room. He dances, making some moves over the 35-yard line. He's going to come up short of the first down. But it's going to bring up about third down and maybe one. Whoa, we got a little scuffle going on.
Oh, my.
A little bit of a scuffle here. That's okay. Players are breaking it up. No big deal.
It's a good job there of taking care of your teammate and removing him from the situation as best you can.
That's right.
Even if he's a lot bigger than you are.
That's right. And props to the players for staying on the sideline and everybody staying calm. Players on the field broke it up. Not for a couple hankies flew out, but everything's no harm, no foul. Well, maybe there is a little bit of a foul. Maybe there's 3. I'm not sure what happened. I didn't have a good eye on it.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I didn't see it either. On the play, looks like Whitehouse trying to execute that outside zone run where all of the blockers blocking to the left, trying to pick up defenders as they move to the left. And they moved beautifully in unison. You know, nice 4 or 5 yard pickup before the defense is even threatening the ball carrier. And then like we've seen tonight, some excellent individual play by the ball carrier to pick up even more yards.
Well, we do our show every week, the Beast from the East. So anybody that's listening out there that likes to listen to guys talk high school football, we have that every Tuesday at 7. And one of the guys we have on from the DFW area, our friend Professor Diggs, he makes picks all across the state. Do you want to know who he picked in this game, guys?
I'm guessing Professor. If his first name is Professor, he probably picked Whitehouse?
No, he did not. He picked Woodrow Wilson. So
are you serious?
Just so you guys know, I'm going to be giving him a lot of grief.
Okay,
Brandon Ogden just pointed it out to me. He sent me a text. Shout out to my man from the Tyler paper, Brandon Ogden. But Diggs, I got something for you. This you picked against this Whitehouse Wildcat team. You wrong here. You might be the pick'em champ, but not in this game.
Okay, well that's good information to know. I might have to join on the next show and maybe drop a few comments there. Does he lose his professor privileges?
Well, he's actually he is a actual professor, a college professor. That's why. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, now he's not professor of a sports thing. I think he's a psychology professor or something. But yeah, he's the self-proclaimed pick'em champ, but he missed this one pretty bad.
Self-proclaimed pick'em champ.
Yeah.
And that, boys and girls, is why we do not bet on games.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, for those of you at home who were frustrated with our camera work on not showing the little scuffle, that was intentional. We will never have that on.
Yeah,
so
we don't want to promote that. That's not
right.
something we want to.
That's right. And it was actually more people breaking up than anything else.
Yeah.
So proud of.
Yeah, it looked like you had some teammates get in the middle and pull guys out. So that's good good stuff there. Hey, look at this score over here, guys. Mount Enterprise 18, Carlisle 16, and a battle over there in Carlisle tonight.
Okay, battle of the lights.
Yeah.
That's multiple ejections so far. We can't hear the white hat.
Yeah.
But he's thrown the thumb back twice.
Well, they could see. Now he's pointing over there, and now here comes another thumb maybe.
He had to bring his paper out, guys.
He's got a paper.
There's 3.
He's got an essay he wrote. That one is someone from Woodrow. He's pointing over there again.
He's got more paperwork than we do here.
I know.
He does. He
had to write it all down, though.
He has a roster. He's just marking names off.
I just want to see what ends up happening net yardage-wise.
Are we just going to – it's all going to just wash and we just stay where we are?
I mean,
that bugs me. I mean, that – especially when it's like 2 on one team and 1 on the other, and we cancel each other out.
As a math guy, that really bothers you probably the numbers, right? So it's like 15. You could do 15, and then mark it, back 15 on the other way.
Yes.
So like 30 minus 15 is 15.
But math is hard for everybody, so I think they don't want to tax the officials too much with having to walk.
It's not hard for me. I'm a numbers guy like you, Chris.
Yeah.
I'm a math brain person. So.
Well, we're going to walk 40 yards this way, then we're going to go back 30 yards this way,
And they always do it. They walk it, and then they go back.
Yep.
So why can't you do the math in your head and then just walk once?
I don't know.
I don't know. They just put the football down where it was.
It looks like
That's
almost
where
looks
he
like
made
they're
it.
replaying the down.
No, because he
is that the
he
end of
gained,
the? Is that the
I believe,
result?
6 yards. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So he gained.
Okay.
They probably
I think it was a
just
6 yard gain
took
there.
the play, and then all those penalties just completely washed, and they'll just.
That's right.
We apologize. We could not hear the white hat to hear who he was announcing wouldn't be out there.
He's not done yet. He's got to get his flag.
Yep.
There we go.
It does look like there are some backup offensive linemen in the game for Whitehouse now, so perhaps.
Okay.
Now, does that influence the next game? Do we know if that ejections like that may influence the second half or first half of next week?
I don't know if that's high school rules
I
or
don't know.
not. That's a good question.
It probably has to do with why they were ejected.
Maybe you
punches were
guys, when y'all
thrown.
visit with the coaches this week, that could be something.
Well, I'll tell
definitely.
you who does know that, and that is Coach Kincaid and Coach Westerberg know what that rule is, and they kind of know probably what they're looking at. Yeah, in the college, it's if you get ejected from the second half of the game, you're out for the rest of that half, and then the first half of the next game.
That's one of the things. Like, I wish the rules were more like aligned, where they kind of were the same all the way up. No, there's some things they have to have different. But
Well, here we go. JoJo's back. Zamaje is in at running back. There's the snap, the handoff to give to Zamaje. He's got a hole. He's got some room, and he is going to run fast into the end zone, pretty much untouched right there for a 36-yard gain. And, ladies and gentlemen, that is your Rockmore Hardware Wildcat touchdown.
Schemed up beautifully, executed perfectly.
I mean, it was
That's
the play.
what you want to see.
The play did it. He didn't have to. I mean, the blockers, the hole, it was all there.
He was
kinda-
patient, little dance to
It was
the
like
right.
just an afternoon jog to the end zone.
That really was. And he showed more speed than he had to. Nobody
Guys,
was
I want to
close
say
to him.
we might be able to make that touchdown run there. That hole was so open.
Yeah. Joshua Tornes at the kick. It is up, and it is good.
Uh-oh.
So at this time, no flags on the play. Everyone's happy. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back after this announcement from Rockmore Hardware. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got confirmation from the Coach Albritton. That's right, giving him props, although he doesn't want me to, I'm sure. But unfortunately, the players that were tossed from this game, which we're not sure who they were, will not be able to play the first half of next week, unfortunately, for both teams.
And that's kind of one of those things, guys, and we talked about it last time, being able to have the discipline in a game like this, and then you get involved in something like this, and it costs you next week.
That's right. One lapse of judgment. You're right, for just 1 second, and cost the whole team. So I'm sure Coach will address that, and they'll get that cleaned up. So
Hey, 5 in a row in the end zone.
Five
Taking
in a row.
advantage of the wind, and Mr. Park looking good on the kickoffs.
there we go.
I want to give a shout-out, though, to Coach Ryle at Brook Hill. We did the scrimmage the other night, and there was a similar play where there was some stuff going on, and they stopped the game. He had them doing up-downs right there on the field.
Okay.
Like, stop. They did them all right there, and I was like, man.
They're doing it right then and there. Yeah, I've heard of coaches taking guys back afterwards and having them run after when they got back. So, okay, here we go. There's the handoff this time. He's going around the left side. Oh, good tackle right at the boundary point. That was number 16, Giovanni Jones, with the run. Pretty good gain on first down there.
Yeah, second-level defenders were able to get the angle for that tackle, but our buddy Mr. Pickens did not take the best angle, unfortunately, that time, and allowed the corner to be breached. So here we go.
Second down and 3. Snap is back, and fake give. He's going up top. Little play action pass, a great pass on a quick slant route.
Yeah, it was a bullet.
That sure was. It's probably one of the best passes we've seen tonight.
Tony Durham was on his back hip pocket and rode him down eventually. Great pass. Yeah, right on the money. Hit him in stride.
That was, I believe, Ernesto Bernard is in the game at quarterback. Yes, sir, that was Ernesto Bernard. So here we go, first down and 10 over on the 49. Clock is running down to 4 minutes and 19 seconds. There's the give. He pulls it again, a slant to the right side. Luke with the catch. That was a great catch. He almost dropped it and pinned it to his hip. Luke Walsh with the first down. And again, Bernard delivers a strike in the perfect spot.
Yeah, the windows are small on those slant routes. Once he gets the inside on the guy covering him, one step inside, quarterback's putting it right on him. And Whitehouse, there's nothing you can do about that if it's a perfectly thrown ball. Little collision between Whitehouse defenders after the catch on that one.
So Woodrow Wilson threatening as deep as they've gotten tonight into Whitehouse's territory at the 31-yard line. There's another fake handoff. He looks and he's going for the fade down the sideline. That's going to be a touchdown, Woodrow Wilson. I believe, we can't see the number, but I believe that was Luke Walsh.
Yep. He got around Jamarian that time.
I don't know if that was a fade or if was that an out and up or okay, that was a fade. I thought
fade
so.
Up the sideline. He just got a couple steps behind him. He wasn't able to catch up with him and contest the throw that time. Looks like they got a spark from the backup quarterback here.
Well, they're trying to figure out. They're missing somebody.
Are they? Do they know? Yes, no.
White Hat's counting. They're looking. Everybody's talking about it.
Got to figure out where he's
going.
going.
You go there. I'll go here.
Just go somewhere. Just stay right here.
Everybody just get tucked in there. So here's the extra point attempt. Low snap, but a great set that time. The kick is up, and it's good. That puts Woodrow Wilson Wildcats on the board. Your score, Whitehouse Wildcats 47, Woodrow Wilson Wildcats 7. We'll be right back.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
All right, we are back, and we've got some life by the student section here at Woodrow Wilson. That's fun to see.
Yeah, they were celebrating. Now, here's where you got to watch out for the onside kick. So let's hope Whitehouse Special Teams is prepared and alert, because Woodrow might be trying to maximize their opportunities to get the ball back. Yeah.
Okay. The kicker coming out is Ernesto Bernard. Several great passes by Ernesto. He's been waiting for his chance all night, and he came in and made the most of it. Chris, that was
he sure did. Let him right down the field.
Kilgore now up 10-7.
Okay.
In the third quarter. 3 minutes left to go in third.
Kilgore up. There's the kick. He is kicking it deep. And it lands. Zion chasing it back. It goes into the end zone, and that's going to be a touchback. Kind of made us a little nervous there. He kicked it right into the dead zone back there where they didn't have any returners.
Yeah. Fortunate that it bounced all the way to the end zone, because if he'd have had to pick that up, that would have been trouble.
What was the final score of this game last year again, Chris?
48-7.
What's the score right now, Chris?
47-7.
Oh. Dun, dun, dun. How about that?
Pretty similar game.
Pretty similar game. All right, so we've got 2.5 minutes left. They're running the clock sometimes, but then, they're running it now. Ref is running it. So looks like we've got some twos coming out for Whitehouse. There's the give to, is that Zion in there? I could not see the number. New quarterback in now for the Whitehouse Wildcats is Austin Holmes. Let's see. We got we've got a dinged up Whitehouse Wildcat. We will be back in just a few moments.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
The Friday night lights are shining, and we are teaching driving. CDL Training Academy is your resource to a better career. Come and get trained and get tested right here in Henderson, Texas. CDL Training Academy. Visit our Henderson, Texas office or online at cdllearn.com.
Good news. Good news.
Great news.
Yeah, it was cramp.
Just
got a little
cramp.
stretch on the field, walked off under his own power.
Jane
So-
DeLorme, the head athletic trainer, went
Yes.
out and stretched it out. She is a champion.
I would
And,
think that might be the end of his night. I'm not saying that, but
Well, probably so.
do you want to risk getting those cramps? Do you want to risk it by
Oh,
getting hurt?
John Grimes pounding the head forward.
There we go.
Grimes is fun to watch because he's hard to take down.
Hey,
And
we had Grimes mentioned in the chat earlier.
we did. His little brother was watching, and he had a big. He went down and blew some folks up on the kickoff earlier. So 3rd down and 4 coming up. Grimes is in. Austin Holmes in at quarterback once again. We're seeing some backups getting a chance to play. Price Bryan in the game. His grandmother was watching a little bit earlier. Hopefully she still is. All right. There's the snap. The give to Grimes. He busts up. Almost breaks it out into the open. All the way down to the 39-yard line. That's enough for a 1st down. Whitehouse lines up quickly.
Some of the younger and backup offensive linemen doing a good job out there, setting the tone.
They did. They opened up some holes. Fun to get to play. Sometimes it's hard when you don't come in until the 3rd quarter. You've been waiting your chance all night, and hopefully they've stayed focused. It looks like they have, and they're ready to play. Let's see if they can put some 1st downs together. There's the snap. Again, the Grimes. He's getting the outside. He's got some room in there. Rumbling, tumbling, stumbling, about 14 yards on the play. Well, no, they marked it all the way to 45. 16-yard gain for Grimes. It's a 1st down for the Wildcats.
It's good to see some of these backups get in here and get some game time.
Oh, yeah, this is fun.
They're moving the ball consistently.
Yeah.
That's right. We got running back Jalen Adams just came in. Well, we got that's going to be the end of the quarter. So that was quick. And like I said, they ran the clock some. They didn't run the clock some. But we are going to go and to a quick commercial, and we'll be back shortly.
This is where legends rise and moments are made.
They're still on his feet. Come on, let's go, still on his feet.
From the buzzer beaters to the game winners, we bring you the action. Raw, real, relentless. We cover every angle, every story. From the streets to the stadiums,
We're going all the way.
your favorite athletes, your teams,
Ford breaks some tackle. Oh my gosh.
your passion, all in one place. New games, live shows.
Here he goes. He's got some blockers.
This is the future of sports media.
There he goes. Picked up into the secondary.
This isn't just a network. This is a movement.
Ooh, oh, he ran over the defender.
Welcome to NETSN Game On.
All right, we are back. First play of the quarter. Holmes keeps it. He gets around, tries to make a move, gains about a yard on the play.
You said Holmes?
Number
Number 13, Austin Holmes, Whitehouse quarterback. Let's go. That's my great nephew watching from Utah.
Utah. How about that?
CG Spouse.
All right. Good job,
And then
Austin.
we got a thank you from Connie Brownian. Said, great job tonight, guys. Thanks.
Yes, ma'am.
And she's still watching. She let us know.
Okay, she's still watching. Excellent. Because
Hey,
her
also-
grandson is in the game. He's at center.
Sports update, watching from Alaska right now.
Watching from Alaska. How about that? Holmes pulls out right there. Lot of disruption there at the line of scrimmage coming back. Loss of a couple on the play.
Utah, Alaska, we have Virginia, I think earlier.
Who is anybody watching that's overseas right now?
Ooh.
If you are, give us a shout out. Otherwise, Alaska's probably going to take the cake.
That's almost overseas, isn't it? I mean, it's way up there.
I'm cold just thinking about Alaska, and it's in the middle of the summer.
I mean, maybe
so.
it's because this press box is a little cold tonight.
The press box is chilly. So
not that I'm complaining, guys. It's
I don't think we should
We'll
ever
take
complain
it.
about
No
that.
complaint. Third down 11.
Probably
Looking
the first
over
time I've ever
sideline.
worn a hoodie in the press box at this time of year. I'll just say.
There's the snap back. Holmes looks. He gets hit right as he's trying to pass it. Intended receiver was number 88, Carson Ford. But it was incomplete, so that's going to bring that fourth down and 11. Let's see what the Whitehouse Wildcats decide to do.
Yeah, Woodrow's definitely on to they're just going to run the ball, so we're coming downhill. And even if they're going to try to throw the ball, we're going to come downhill and bring pressure. So that's what they did.
Yep. So
now this is going to be a punt against the wind, so this should be interesting. Because every time we've seen Whitehouse kicking the ball here recently, it's been with the wind.
It's true.
Well, this is our first punt. This is their first punt of the season, so let's make sure everyone knows what they're doing. Ashton Park back to punt it. Oh, we had movement. That's going to be a flag. Said a little bit of
bounce.
whoa,
nice
bounce
spin.
back. Okay. So a heads up right there, picking up the ball.
So I got a challenge for the chat right here, Josh.
Okay, here we go.
How many likes can we get on this? If you like this broadcast tonight, we got 200 people. If you like this broadcast tonight, hit that like, and if you haven't subscribed, do it. That's my challenge for the chat tonight.
Okay, so subscribe, like if you like it. If you subscribe, be easier to find.
Yeah,
Next
exactly.
week when we're playing against Kilgore.
It'll send you an email and a notification. And
I said we. It's Whitehouse. It's Whitehouse. I tell you what.
Hey, when you're part of the community, it's hard to get that out of your vocabulary and your thinking.
Son's sitting over there in the band, and yeah, it's hard to not say we. So forgive him a we. All right. Do we have anyone from anywhere?
I already liked it. It says Mark Ledyard.
Mark Ledyard.
Mark Ledyard.
Come on, baby.
So good. Thank you.
Mark,
we appreciate it.
Ledyard is he's a man-child when it comes to building a patio.
Okay.
Fixing a toilet.
Does he have a business?
It's an undercover business. He serves folks and helps people out all the time.
That's even better.
Yep, he's a good man. All right, here comes the punt. There's the snap. It's a good snap. Everyone's set. Nice end-over-end punt that lands around the 21-yard line and bounces out about the 22. So
I think we're going to start about the same place we would have been. Yep.
Yeah, well, we got a bonus play in there.
Yeah,
so
there we go.
All right.
Handled the wind pretty well there with the punt.
That's right. Mark Ledyard used to teach.
24-24 in Carlisle. Man.
Okay. Oh. Boy,
that might be a classic for multiple reasons after tonight.
Carlisle and Mount Enterprise there.
Carthage up 14-10 in the fourth quarter now.
Carthage beating Kilgore 14-10. That one's back and forth. Of course, Whitehouse has Kilgore next week. So, all right, here we go. Woodrow Wilson with the ball. Clock is set to run. There's a pass. He's throwing again to Luke. Luke with the catch, gain of just a couple yards on the play. Luke Walsh out there.
Yep, 3 Wildcat defenders, again, playing conservative, making sure that he's got no chance to break anything. 4 or 5 yard gain at best. Smart defense.
That's right. So that brings up second down and 6.
The safety's kind of shading over here to help him.
Yeah. There's the sweep.
Oh.
Whoa, good defense. Oh, he gets outside. He's breaking it down to the 30. It's a first down.
Ooh.
Up to about the 38-yard line. A big hit on the sideline.
Yeah, that was
no flags.
That was very close there on the edge.
That was close.
Yeah. Jalen Anderson fought through the block and put himself in the way of the ball carrier, who was able to get around him, bounce it and unfortunately had green grass in front.
I didn't see. Was that Will Holbrook on the on that jet sweep out there? I believe it was. If not, someone can correct me, but some good speed getting to the outside, gaining some yards. So first down and 10 at the 40. Bands are playing, cheerleaders are cheering, crowds crowding. The deep fade pass to the end, and the ball's knocked away.
Great defense.
Boy, he had an opportunity at an interception or a catch there. The ball was thrown just a tad bit short.
I think that was Tony Durham again. Yeah, the ball hung up just a little bit there, and it gave the defense an opportunity, Tony an opportunity to get under it and make a play.
Tony did a great job staying with the receiver all the way down the field.
And not picking up a pass interference.
I got a message from Real Deal 3031, and you guys might know what this means.
Okay.
I got Jeremy Adams a wig for his birthday and couldn't make the game. I asked JoJo to throw at least 3 TD passes to make up for it. He came through.
Yeah, he did.
Well, there it is.
Look at that.
I mean, JoJo came through. I think he ran for one also. So, all right, second down and 10. There's the pass, the quick slant, overthrown that time into dangerous territory.
Yep, Tony on the coverage again, and I thought Malachi might have had a chance after the ricochet there at the next level. A little bit too far away from that ball.
As they say in Denver, pass intended to Jake Phelps was incomplete. For those Broncos fans out there. Do we have any Broncos fans on the chat? If y'all want to shout out, go Broncos. This could be a big year for us. So you just never know.
Pro football's a sore subject right now, Josh.
Pro football's a sore subject?
Oh,
yeah. Oh, great catch. Who was that? That was
17.
That was number 3, Warren Redmond for Woodrow Wilson, reaching up in a crowded middle of the field and making a great catch for.
The blitz was coming that time. Multiple defenders from the second level. Chris Stearns was in man-to-man coverage. He was on top of him, contested the catch, contested the throw, and was a great catch by the Woodrow receiver.
Sure was. Shout out to Mr. Redmond. All right. So here we go. Fourth down and 2. Clock is running at about 5:50. Snap is back. The give. Under pressure. He's looking to throw. He's got Luke. 1 foot in. I don't know if his left foot was out for. He's calling it a catch on the sideline.
Man, what a catch.
What a catch.
My goodness.
Oh.
I think I see those are the kind of catches that that's why he's getting offers right there, guys.
Luke Walsh with a fantastic catch.
Now, that was very well defended.
Oh, yeah, you couldn't have defended any better. I mean, he just
went up and somehow managed to – body control was incredible to get a foot down in bounds.
Yeah, it was –
Well, and Bernard rolling to the right. I thought he was going to try to run, but
he'd have had the first down if he'd have just tucked and run.
Yeah,
but
and he kind of called him back. So here it is, first down and 10. It bobbles off the ground. Running back getting to the outside, had to cut it back in. That's number 26, Calvin Bowens on the run, showing a little speed.
I think if college scouts are watching this game, that's a catch that they're like, we need to send some offers.
Great play by Chris Stearns on that play, making Bowens cut it back up in, maybe saving a touchdown. I think if he would have gotten the outside, he might not have been caught.
Woodrow's found some momentum here with the backup quarterback. This might be something that they take a look at for next week.
Going deep up to Luke Walsh. That's trouble.
Oh, man.
What a catch.
Well, if the other one wasn't a great highlight reel, how about that one? That's
wow.
Jeez.
Okay.
I see the replay over here on the board. I mean, he just threw it up to him, and he just out-jumped, timed it perfectly.
Double coverage.
Yeah.
I was going to say that's not a great pass, and I was wrong.
Well, that pass
it wasn't
in his
Well,
face.
it wasn't a great pass. It was an incredible catch.
It was an incredible catch. So,
yeah, he went up over Malachi, and he went up over Jamarian. And, oof.
By the way, Chris, Curtis Martine always said that momentum's not real. So, Mr. Martine, for those of y'all that remember him, assistant principal at Whitehouse High School, ball's thrown up.
Now, if he'd have made that one, that would have been.
Yeah, that would have been a one-handed.
I'm surprised there wasn't a flag thrown because his arms were being held. Chris, what do you think over there?
Yeah, They had hands on each other, though.
I think so.
I felt like he was extended trying to keep him off, and the defender might have was holding on him. So I think it was a mutual. Whoa! We got a flag.
I think we might have had a little words there after the fact.
Maybe he didn't like the no call, and
from the body language, it looks like this is going to go against Whitehouse.
Oh, interesting. I don't know why Whitehouse wouldn't have liked the call. They didn't throw anything.
No flag.
Okay.
No foul.
All right.
That might have been a warning, though, to everyone to maybe not.
Let's not say anything, guys.
Not say anything after the play. Yeah.
We got 3 minutes to go here. Let's keep it clean.
Well, now Jamarian is leaving the field.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Hang on, we got come on in. All right, so yeah, Thurman leaves and Carmelo Perkins is coming out to.
If I'm them, I'm
cover.
throwing it up to Luke.
I have a feeling that they're going to throw to. Well, there's the handoff. It's going to run. It gets around the edge. The outside, a big hit, but he doesn't wrap up.
Golly.
And a touchdown-saving tackle made by number 34 that time, Jalen Anderson.
But was it worth it, Josh? Because that was a collision.
Well, the collision didn't make the tackle. I mean, whoever had the collision ended up on this.
Yeah.
I'm down for a couple of weeks after that play.
Malachi Allen, he likes that big hit, but yeah, he's going to have to bring the hands and wrap up because
3rd and 1. They're calling it. They're stopping the clock here.
Oh, we got a timeout.
Got a timeout on the play. So
okay. That's one way to stop the clock.
All right, well, we've got a timeout, so we're going to go hear from our buddy Jamie Whitley one more time. We'll be right back.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
Well, we are back at Franklin Stadium for the final 2 minutes. Thank you again to our sponsors, Rockmore Hardware and Jamie Whitley with Schilling Real Estate.
I got somebody that responded to your Broncos comment.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we go. We got not a Broncos fan, but go RJ Harvey, Fantasy RB3. Going to win me the league. So there you go.
Oh, man, RJ Harvey. Oh, he probably won't pop until after week 6 or so. And they're splitting runs, and Sean Payton. We can talk about that later, but go RJ Harvey. I'm pulling for you. 3rd down and goal here.
I'm curious how your RB3 wins you the league.
Well, if you get an RB3 that
you get
produces.
an RB3 that acts like RB1, then there's the give, and he's going to be in for a Woodrow Wilson Wildcat touchdown. That was, well, I'm looking right now, that was Giovanni Jones.
Yeah, they were able to put a body on a body and provide enough space for the running back to find a lane to sneak into the end zone there.
That's right. Just needed a yard there. So Giovanni Jones gets him in. That's their 2nd touchdown this half. Again, their passing game has really picked up since Bernard came in the game. Whoa, it's a bobbled snap. He's trying to get to the outside. He made it.
Great effort. Great effort there. Just a great effort.
Boy, that was bad news. Bears turns into a fantastic play and effort.
Well, we talk about tackling angles all the time, and you don't think about it when you have a situation like that where you got a ball on the ground in the backfield.
Yeah.
But both of those edge defenders
they
from
all
Whitehouse
went straight ahead, and they went
exactly. Yeah.
A bad angle. Yeah.
Yep.
So props to Jackson Hill that time. He was the holder. It was a rough snap. He bobbled it, but I guess his coach probably told him, "Hey, if you don't catch the snap and put it down, you better get in the end zone.
Run for your life."
That's right, and he did, and he made a fantastic stretch move to get that over the cone.
And I want to give Woodrow Wilson credit. They've continued to fight in the second half, and they haven't quit. Like, that's a play right there. You have a bad snap, you're down, the game is pretty much over. He could have just fell on it, but he picked it up and made an effort. And those are the kind of plays as a coach you like to see from your team.
Yep.
Someone just asked, what are the box score stats? And that's a great question.
That is an excellent question.
We're not smart enough to count and talk at the same time throughout the whole game. So
Karen Libb says, great broadcast, Josh.
Well, thank you, Karen.
Thank you, Karen.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. Hope everyone enjoyed the debut of Whitehouse football on NETSN. I've enjoyed getting to be here with you guys. Thanks for letting me, chug along with
Brett.
you guys, man.
Thanks for being
Anytime,
here
boss.
tonight. It's been a lot of fun, and we had a lot of Rockmore hardware touchdowns tonight, and 7 of them. So that's good.
I know the coaches are going to want to focus on the fact that you got to keep your foot on the accelerator.
Mm-hmm.
You can't give a team any kind of space, any kind of hope for encouragement, any kind of momentum.
Put your foot on their neck, and you want to finish them off and not let them have any. Yeah.
Gruesome analogies here that we're using,
Yeah,
but the idea is pretty clear.
Yeah.
You know, if you're Whitehouse and you're up 40-0, we don't want to give them the chance. So there it is.
Or
that was clean. They got it.
Sure did.
Effort.
Yep.
Man.
Now they're going to throw a flag, but that ball went 10 yards before he hit it.
Yeah. So too.
Oh, it looks like Whitehouse got it anyways.
Must not have fielded it cleanly there.
Ball's over yonder.
But again, another point, Chris. We just talked about effort. I mean, that was they were selling out for that ball.
Yeah, they were.
I mean,
yeah, they were.
That's good.
And I think I don't know what this is. I'm not going to speculate.
Yeah.
If you're Coach Kincaid, to me that tells a lot about your team. That they haven't quit.
Yeah, they called illegal touch. They're going to run the clock out, guys. That looks like that's going to be it for the game this evening. So, well, that was fun, guys.
Yeah, enjoyed it.
Whitehouse Wildcats getting the victory tonight over Woodrow Wilson. Woodrow coming alive in the fourth quarter, so good for them. Maybe they take a little momentum with them into next week.
We do have a game tomorrow on NETSN.
What game is that?
Jaren's going to be over in Gladewater at Jack Murphy Stadium for Winona, Coach Kincaid's former school, against Big Sandy, one of our teams we're covering on NETSN. So, want to check out
if you're bored, you're not doing anything.
I mean, if you can put it up on our TV, there may be some other college football, there may be big college football week. But, if you like high school football, there is a game tomorrow. So,
a little A&M UTSA action tomorrow night, mix it in with some high school football.
Yeah.
So, well,
we can't say enough about the hospitality and the way that we were treated here at Franklin Field.
Super great
Dallas
space
ISD.
here. Probably, I don't know, we'll have this much space all year long. This is a nice space.
Well fed, well spaced.
Well, there's some leftover sandwiches up there.
The AC works excellent.
Cooled.
Yes.
We take with us,
Yep. Lot of enthusiasm in front of us. The fans here came out and had a good time tonight. Regardless of the score, they came and they had a good time.
A little different than your first broadcast last season, Josh. As far as
it's a lot different. Yeah, we won't talk about that. My shirt was soaking wet, and there was a rat nibbling on my sock at this time last year. I kept trying to shake it off. So
hey, that was the thing. Like when I talked to you afterwards, if you got through that,
that's right.
You really wanted to be here, and we're glad you guys are doing the broadcast this year. I'm super pumped for this season, and I know I won't be here, but for one other game with you guys. But y'all did a great job tonight. Thank you, Whitehouse fans, for being involved in the chat tonight. It was great. It was great stuff. So keep it up. We love it. And make sure if someone doesn't know about us doing the games, make sure you share it with them so they know that we're doing the games this season, all season long.
That's right. And next week we will be in Whitehouse on Friday night at 7:30 p.m. to take on the Kilgore. Do we have an update with Kilgore and Carthage by any chance? Those of y'all wondering.
I had the game up a minute ago. It may have gone final. Let's see. I have Carthage 21, Kilgore 10 last update.
Okay,
6 minutes to go. So
they found a way to pull away a little bit and open it up.
They are Carthage.
They are
Carthage.
Carthage.
They're not Carthage for nothing.
They're used to scoring 71, so 21's not bad. Chris, I was happy to see tonight, really on both sides, it didn't look like there were any injuries, and we stayed mostly healthy. There could be obviously some bruises and some bumps that we're going to hear about. But
so Karen is, I'm 7-story Jackson's Nana.
Oh, 7-story Jackson's Nana.
Yeah.
We're going to have to get the story on that.
Yeah.
All 7 of them. So 7-story Jackson's Nana. All right, awesome.
Well, thanks for watching, Karen. We appreciate you.
And you know what? We're going to call it a night, I think. After Whitehouse, well, they've got their school song going. If you're at home and you got your ones up, I love that fight song there, the school song. It's good stuff. I don't know if you can see in the bleachers, there's a giant 26.
Yeah, they got the.
That's Hillcrest class of 26.
You got the 2 in the far right of your picture there. You can see the 2.
There it is.
Kind of a neat tradition.
All right, so for Chris Brody and Brett Swinney, thank you for joining us tonight. It was great. It was fun. Thanks for being here, and we will see you next Friday at 7:30 p.m. Have a great week.
Williams fights through the yards, breaks some tackles. Williams still on his feet. Williams breaks another tackle. Here he goes. He's got some blockers. Sam Williams, he ain't going to catch him. Touchdown, God. 59-yard touchdown run on 3rd and 2 for Sam Williams.
Yeah, whoa.
They get set early, very quickly here. Play clock down to 3. Dixon gets it off, low snap. Pickram up the middle, and there he goes. Pickram into the secondary. Pickram is going to go. He is gone. Touchdown. Macho steps up in the pocket, and he gets away from one tackler, avoids another tackler, tries to run. He's still on his feet. Camacho's still on his feet. He's still running. Camacho, goodness gracious, he's still going. Camacho, is he going to score? Wow. Touchdown. Quick pass. Bork adjusts and intercepted, and he caught it.
He's coming back. He's coming back.
He's going all the way.
Oh, my God. No,
It's Taylor.
Just let him go. Just let him go.
And a pick 6. Kind of stalled him out here. Brisbane got Stewart with a little. Oh, he ran over the defender. A helmet coming off. Holy man. Quarterback Smith. Smith's in the gun. He's going to go back to pass. Goes out to his left. He's got a man open. It's Bork again. Caught. Bork breaks some tackle. Oh my gosh. He's still on his feet. He's inside the 10. Touchdown, Arp. What? Here we go. 1st and 10. They're going to throw it outside. They're going to double pass here. Going deep. That's Man Scott. What a catch by Man Scott. It's a one-handed grab. He's going to go almost all the way. Just tackled at the 1. Highlight reel right there for Man Scott. Oh, my goodness, Jason.
I don't think you'll see anything like that.
Woo.
That's not an East Texas highlight reel. That's Sports Center right there.
Man, oh, man. What a catch.